You're right.
Kevin back in studio time now for the Chick-fil-A move on the field, and Boog, down goes another top 10 team, number 7 Texas Tech.
Texas Tech goes down and just shows you even all that money can't buy an undefeated season.
Raleigh Brown going in, Arizona State, the winner 26-22. Yeah, it's worthy of the field storming. And congrats to Alex Morton, son of the late, great Chris Mortensen, our ESPN colleague. His head coaching debut, UAB, ends Memphis' undefeated season, Sean.
Wow. Congrats. Alex spent some time here in the Alabama program. Long throw, good catch. Ryan Williams on first down from their own 10. That's a 19-yard completion. Ty Simpson to Ryan Williams.
And another terrific catch by Ryan Williams. That ball's high. There's not a lot of great vision between the defender, him, and where the ball is coming from. He is off to an outstanding start.
He had a big game last year in their loss in Knoxville. He had 8 catches and a touchdown. In fact, he had the only touchdown of
the field is a completed
first half.
That play is under further review.
Alabama led 7-0 at the half last year at Neyland Stadium. Tennessee rallied to win for the second time in the last 3 years, both of them at home.
It looked like juggled just a hair as he was going right there. Does it ever touch the ground? Of course, holds it against that right shoulder pad.
They're a lot to handle.
Here, does the ball touch the ground?
Well, let's bring in our rules expert, longtime Southeastern Conference referee, Matt Austin. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, Sean, I don't think he ever had firm control of this ball, and I do think as he rolled over that the ball did touch the ground. I think this is going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Kind of bobbles it there, and right there you have to survive the ground all the way through and maintain firm control.
Well, where does he lose it, Matt, as we're looking at it? The ball disappears from that shot. That's where he hits the ground, but is it not wedged up against his bicep or shoulder?
Well, it's wedged between the part of his hand and his helmet, and that does not constitute firm control in my opinion. So I do think they'll overrule this.
Looks like it's still moving there too. So if it does,
but he hasn't dropped it.
Right.
I think it's a tough one, especially where the call on the field was a catch.
So hard with some of these catch no catch circumstances. It did look like the nose of the football touched the ground, but it's up to the judges as to whether or not it is firm control. Matt thinks no. Sean, you think yes?
Well, I don't think yes necessarily. I just don't see the ball ever really come free or hit the ground when it doesn't look like it's attached to his body. Of course, this process takes a while. It is collaborative with the conference involvement.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
Probably back to the original call, partly because there's no indisputable evidence beyond all doubt to overturn.
And we have a first time. It's the first time I disagree with Matt, and I was right.
Attaboy, Sean.
I wasn't necessarily right. I mean, the replay people agreed with me, which is also a first, I believe.
Hey. We're getting somewhere.
All right, so you got 11 Tennessee, those 6 Alabama.
So it's a 19-yard completion. And first down for Alabama. They went 91 yards on their first possession. This one started at the 10. It's a screen. Jam Miller could not escape the tackle at the 34-yard line. A 5-yard gain.
Alabama's a team.
Well, Sean,
That's the thing about Alabama. They're going to play in-your-face football every single down, every single snap.
On the sideline as if he were the one to score a touchdown on that last drive, saying, I told you you were back. And Ty Simpson told him, keep it coming, don't let up. So it looks like they're trying to get him more involved tonight, Sean.
They are great friends. We visited 2 weeks ago with Ty Simpson and Ryan Williams together, and Ty Simpson described him as his best friend. Miller did well to get close to the first down marker. What will likely be the last play of the first quarter. They're going to mark him just shy with a 4-yard gain. leading Tennessee 7-0. On a touchdown by Isaiah Horton. ESPN's presentation of college football on ABC. We'll return after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Find your inner flex. With Double Flex Ballroom Denim. Only at Duluth Trading.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of this guard, but getting that guard.
Stop! Stop! That guard's not guarding.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
No, Pat, I'll tell you something.
A superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
Your rule number 105, Cineminis are part of the meal.
No. It's the whole meal. You can choose all Cine Minis with the $5 duo or $7 trio.
That unrelenting itch. When moderate to severe eczema is uncontrolled despite treatment, get itch relief fast and skin clearance that lasts with Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key symptoms of eczema. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvio today.
A Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bucks, Lions at 7 and Texans, Seahawks at 10.
With the new Blackout Scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery, you can win the game day experience of your dreams.
That'll be $5.
Enter for a chance to win a VIP experience cheering on the Hawkeyes from the Ironman Suite at Kinnick Stadium.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Hy-Vee chicken breast, just $2.48 a pound. Cosmic Crisp, Fuji, Granny Smith, or Gala apples, just 99 cents a pound. Avocados, 67 cents each. Brew Pup Pizza, just $4.99. Plus, get great deals on Cheez-Its, Doritos, Johnsonville smoked sausage, Coke 6-packs, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Great advertisement, Coach. Great advertisement.
Today, dozens of cities across eastern Iowa joined nationwide No Kings protests meant to push back against the Trump administration. Here's why some protesters decided to take part. That's coming up tonight after football.
It's hometown week. I have 3 women left. I hope they ask me the hard questions.
Are you in love with my mom?
I don't know.
I love him. But does he love you?
That's hardcore, bro. He said, I don't know. Shit.
After NFL Week 7 with 2 games on Monday Night Football starting at 7 on ABC and ESPN, Tampa Bay and Detroit. And then at 10 o'clock, Houston and Seattle. Both games available on the all-new ESPN app. They took a look at the final play of the first quarter, moved the ball. Jam Miller did get enough for the first down. And now before the first snap of the second quarter, there's a false start.
Offense, number 1.
Take me, dude.
5-yard penalty.
Against Isaiah Horton, who scored the only touchdown of this game. It's the first Alabama penalty. Tennessee's been assessed 3. Ty Simpson threw an incomplete pass on his first pass of the night. He has completed 7 in a row since. They go out of the pistol with Miller, the running back, and Tennessee showing blitz.
Oklahoma beat South Carolina 26-7.
Simpson rolls left, throws a bomb.
He's got a bomb.
And he can't quite run under it.
No, he's got a king.
On return, Ty had the coverage. Ty Simpson's dad is here tonight, Jason Simpson, 20 years the head coach at Tennessee Martin, and already in a good mood as his team won today. The Skyhawks won at Gardner-Webb So he had a chance to get here. One of the few times he's had a chance to watch Ty. He was at the opening game at Florida State. And of course that didn't go very well for Alabama and Ty Simpson. Dad made it in time for the pregame warm-up. We asked Ty about that yesterday. Well, your dad was only at the one game. One game you lost. Didn't go very well. He said,
he's got a cane.
Superstitious.
Just a little stitch.
He might be a dangerous aside.
Just a tiny bit. And what football player isn't? But I know he's proud of his son. And tell you what, Ty plays like a coach's son, man. So cerebral, making great decisions, and he has a lot of freedom at the line of scrimmage.
Timeout called by Ty Simpson.
First charge timeout. Alabama.
In the opening minute of the second quarter.
7-0
tie.
Hey, chat. Post down below who you cheering for. Are you hoping Bama wins?
Best deal ever is back. Get any hand-tossed, pan, thin crust, or New York-style pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Your favorite pizza at our best price. It's Domino's best deal ever, but it's not forever, so get it before it's gone. Only at Domino's.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The ultimate tailgater doesn't just show up, she shows out. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
Sometimes the best beginnings start with a click. And yours starts right now. Spring into magic and save up to $250 per night with the purchase of a 4-night, 4-day room and ticket package at select Disney Resort hotels. And let the magic begin at Walt Disney World Resort.
It's the dog park with all the dogs there. And the people you see that you don't really know because it's the dog park. It's the dog park.
Brought to you by Progressive Pet Insurance.
What are you eating? What are you eating? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
It's the dog park.
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
When winter season hits, Emergen-C supports your immune system with so much more than vitamin C. Be ready to fight back with Emergen-C. And for on-the-go immune support, try Emergen-C Crystals. No water needed.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary? Well, hang on, Parker. What are you doing?
Is it the capability to tackle absurd obstacles?
How practical.
Or is it about how many lovable pets it holds comfortably?
Aw, who doesn't love dogs? Oh, now what?
Is it being stylish and techy enough?
Hey, aren't you?
No. Yes. No. What if it's all of that and more?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
There's your answer.
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
For two humans, not whatever you are.
I am a burger-loving buffalo with wings.
I've never seen a make and model like you in my entire life.
Oh, I get that a lot. You should see my mom. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Witness a true story of risking it all.
These new songs, they're the only thing making sense to me.
To fight for what you believe in.
This is not going to be good for Bruce. Radio can't play this.
You got 10 hours.
Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Rated PG-13.
There we go. We're back.
Jason Simpson not just here to support his son Ty, the Alabama starting quarterback. He's here as the father of a recruit, Graham Simpson, sophomore in high school in Martin, Tennessee, is a top quarterback prospect. Already has an offer from Alabama and several other schools. They're sitting with the recruits, not with Ty's mom, Julie's, in another section. Ty's the oldest of three, sister Emma, the other sibling. Here's 3rd down and 9. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down. They had a 3rd down and 13 conversion on their touchdown drive to start the game. Simpson a bullet, and the ball comes out and ruled an incomplete pass. Lonnie Brooks couldn't hang on to it.
On the field is an incomplete pass. 4th down.
That was a laser beam fired by Ty Simpson. Boo Carter in coverage for the ball.
Really, whoa, that got a cannon
throw that
for
thing
real.
with a lot of velocity, and Lonnie Brooks is a little bit behind behind him, pulled it in, thought he might have secured it, where Horton was able to jump down. Thought it might be a fumble initially. I'm sure they're taking a look at it. That was a great play, though, by Carter to try to strip that ball out.
I don't think he ever had it. Blake Dowd on the punt for Alabama. Luke Carter back deep, standing at his own 10. Low wobbly kick and a fair catch made by Carter. Here's Molly.
Well, Sean, you mentioned quarterback Ty Simpson's dad, Jason, the head coach at UT Martin, and he admitted to us before the game he tried to keep things moving in their win today so he could attend his son's game. They ran the ball more, over 240 yards. He didn't challenge a couple penalties, and thanks to NIL, Ty had a plane waiting for dad the second after this one went final. And you saw that embrace pregame. He told Ty, catch every snap, do the little things well, always coaching up his son.
Yeah, you can tell when you talk to Ty, he's the son of a coach, a very good coach. Won 5 Ohio Valley Conference championships, most of them in recent years. There's first down for Joey Aguilar in the Vols, and the catch made after a 9-yard gain by Braylon Staley. How about our visit 2 weeks ago to Ty Simpson? We asked him, did you ever think about going to UT Martin playing for your dad? He said, no, my dad said, I'm not coachable.
Still intending to try, though, today before the game.
There's a first down and a tough run by Peyton Lewis. Out to the 42. He got them some tough yards last week in that win against Arkansas. Scored a couple of touchdowns from down near the goal line. Picked up a late first down as they were protecting the lead. He got 11 there.
And that's really the identity of this Tennessee offense. Everyone thinks about the big plays, but it starts with the run game. They need to get it going so they can avoid the 3rd and long.
They rushed for 264 last week in their win over the Hogs. Lewis out near midfield with a 6-yard gain. Tennessee came into tonight, and they've been one of the highest scoring teams in the country all 5 years under Josh Heupel, having scored at least 34 points in every game this season. The only other team to do that was Texas Tech, and as Kevin McGandy just showed you, they did not reach 34 in their loss at Arizona State tonight. Aguilar on target. And Mike Matthews the first down on a beautiful throw. Out of bounds at the 34 with 18 on that play.
And that's a throw right there that I don't think they had in the offense last year. I mean, that is a field side comeback. Circus route, 15 yards downfield from the opposite hash. They just didn't trust Nico Iamaleava to make that throw, but they love Joey Aguilar's arm, and that's a big reason why he's wearing the orange and white.
He's definitely more consistently accurate than Nico was. Lewis, the ball carrier again. Sophomore from Salem, Virginia, got 2.
One thing with this offense, this is called the fringe part of the red zone. Traditionally, the red zone starts at the 20-yard line, but in an offense that's built on creating explosives, this is, in many ways, the red zone extended. So they love on second down to go heavy play action and try to take a shot. So Alabama needs to keep their antenna up.
Aguilar incomplete. Went by Kitzelman, who looked like he wasn't sure if the ball was intended for him or not. There's 3rd down and 8. They are on the fringe of field goal range for Max Gilbert.
Kane Womack, the defensive coordinator for Alabama, this is an area of the field where he likes to bring pressure. He likes to heat up the quarterback because a sack likely knocks you out of field goal range.
1 out of 4 on 3rd down. Aguilar got it off on target. Braylon Staley.
Couldn't even guard that man.
Saved the touchdown for Alabama. It's a 30-yard gain for Tennessee. They run quickly to the line of scrimmage at the 2.
Oh, man, he's tackled on the line.
Nakai Hill-Green and the Alabama defense lined up quickly. They know they need to be ready, and they were to drop that for a 2-yard loss.
And when Tennessee gets inside the 5-yard line, they are 90+% run. Why? Because the passing attack where they stretch the field disappears when the field condenses. But when the passes come, it's usually here on a second down with a play actually trying to get somebody behind the defense.
thrown a touchdown pass in 17 straight games. Trying to make it 18. Now he pulls it down. Running out of time. And he gets blasted near the 2-yard line. Justin Jefferson there for Alabama.
That's the thing, though.
This is the loudest section.
Alabama's not going to let you score, though. They're going to have to work with that shit.
Student section, you're about 15 yards away. Have to make sure you communicate here because false start or lost yardage takes away the ability to go for it on fourth down if you want.
Third down and goal from the 2. Lewis, the running back. Kitzelman shifted toward the backfield. Aguilar, touchdown.
Tennessee.
Staley in the back of the end zone.
Good. Good throw. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that.
Staley's third touchdown catch of the year. Redshirt freshman from Aiken, South Carolina.
We're just hanging out watching the football game currently.
10 plays, 78
watching Alabama get this W
three
in here.
catches on the drive, including the touchdown. Max Gilbert to tie it. And it's 7-7.
It's tied up right now. It's 7-7. 9 minutes and 46 seconds in the second quarter. And Vanderbilt beat LSU. That's crazy.
Whoa, it's the Capital One Bank guy.
That's me.
Dude, I'll be honest with you right now.
Of course. Say
So,
no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking
I
account.
think, honestly, obviously, I think Alabama's a better team than Tennessee.
So, what do you do outside of the Capital One Cafe?
But, I mean, Tennessee's, they're not a slouch.
Like when you go home or...
The game could go either way for sure, 100%. But, I think Alabama should win.
Don't let the overdraft fees bite. What's in your wallet?
They can't be doing like no crazy crap.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large
That's
drink
the
in the
thing
Sonic
is,
app this month only. That's one
Tennessee's
hand-smashed
quarterback's
Angus
good.
beef Sonic Smasher plus a
The
free
running
large
back's
drink
good.
when you order in the app. It's the
So they can move the
QB1
ball.
of burger deals.
Touchdown! Will they play it safe or make the bold choice and go for 2?
I think they're watch out for that. That quarterback for Alabama, that Simmons count. He's got a cannon, and he can scramble out of the pocket because he's quick. That's a dangerous combo. If you don't believe me, look at Lamar Jackson, Vince Young, Michael Vick, Dalton McNabb, all them guys, all the same one. Some people question Baker Mayfield. Hey.
Is your mattress giving you aches and pains? At Mattress Firm, our sleep experts can match you with a more supportive mattress, like Sealy Posturepedic, with targeted support to help relieve those nagging aches. And now you can save up to $600. Mattress Firm, we make sleep easy.
Room for 6 full-size passions. The Lexus TX, 3-row luxury. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience. Is a car that stops short of amazing.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me. Level up, 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 level up.
These ads are getting ridiculous.
So yummy, know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy.
ABC Saturday Night Football is presented by Capital One. And what's in your wallet? And in part by Sonic. Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink when you order in the Sonic app.
Third Saturday in October, Tennessee and Alabama, also known as the cigar game. That tradition started in 1961. The winning team smoking cigars. It's Reagan Starner of R&R Cigars here in Tuscaloosa, hoping that he has to hand out some stogies to celebrate a victory. But the Vols tied it on a nice drive, 10 plays and 78 yards, and another touchdown pass for Aguilar, his 15th of the year. Josh Turbeville kicks off. Latsir Brooks is the deepest for Alabama. Usually a touchback for Turbeville. 39 times and 44 kickoffs.
That's good.
That one's going to go out of bounds. Kicking into that breeze that we mentioned at the start of the game.
Kicking team, number 94. Probably placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Well, the offensive staff for Tennessee have found the matchup that they like, and it's Staley against Day-Day Jones. This time they got it right there. The matchup is perfect in the back. You see immediately the uncover from Staley. Aguilar times it beautifully. It's just a terrific route, taking advantage of a matchup that is favorable for the Volunteers.
In 18 straight games with touchdown passes, now the longest active streak in the country. Blake Shapen of Mississippi State had thrown one in 21 straight games, but that streak ended today in Mississippi State's loss at Florida. By far the best starting field position for Alabama. They started their 9 and their 10. And Kevin Riley dropped for a loss by Jeremiah Thielander. Here's Molly.
Well, Sean, Tennessee quarterback Joey Aguilar took a hard hit on that last drive, and athletic training staff rushed over to him when he was on the sideline. And they were looking at the back of his neck. They still are. He tried to move his neck around and was in visible discomfort. They massaged the area, and he keeps testing the mobility of his neck, and it's very obviously bothering him, Sean.
Getting treatment as you speak, Molly. Ty Simpson's 9 for 11 for 95 yards and a touchdown. Riley again, nothing doing.
Joshua Joseph,
the outstanding defensive end. They call it the Leo position, hybrid of a defensive end and an outside linebacker.
This group for Tennessee along the defensive line is so good at gap penetrating. Now, that aggressiveness can sometimes come back to bite you because you might get out of position from time to time. But when they win inside against an offensive lineman, they almost always drop the back behind the line of scrimmage to set up long yardage.
25-13.
Tim Banks is the coordinator. They've had 446 tackles for a loss since 2021. That is most in the Southeastern Conference. They have talent up front, and they attack. Schematically, Simpson incomplete. Intended for Brooks. There's Banks on the right of your screen. Galen McMurray was in coverage for Coach Banks.
And that was an excellent three-play sequence for Tim Banks and this Tennessee defense. The offense gives them life. They've now tied the game, quieted the crowd just a bit. You force an immediate 3 and out. And all 3 plays played right into the strength of Tennessee. Negative yardage plays on 1st and 2nd down, forcing long yardage 3rd down.
Blake Dowd, the first-year punter. Boo Carter's back for it. He signals for a fair catch and makes it inside the 20. 48-yard punt. 7-7 the score. You're watching ABC Saturday Night Football, presented by Capital One.
Big time savings are going on now at Mavis Tire.
It's time to save big with Mavis Tire.
Get your big time savings started early with Mavis Tire.
Get premium service without the premium price.
At Mavis, you can always trust our experts for honest service.
Depend on us to keep you driving.
Dependable people.
Dependable people. Dependable people depend on Mavis. Depend on Mavis.
Depend on Mavis.
Uber Eats knows when your team scores extra points, you want extra pizza. And now here's a buy one, get one large pizza deal from Little Caesars on Uber Eats. Football scores again. When football makes you hungry, get deals all season long on Uber Eats.
Did you take your vitamin today?
That's my job.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
This is the story of the one who knows that choosing Grainger for next day delivery and professional grade products can help him fly through the day like clockwork. Call, click, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
For a leading space agency, ambition becomes reality with the power of Smartsheet. AI-enabled workflows keep teams and components coordinated so every mission stays on course. Smartsheet, helping work flow to make the impossible possible.
Hey, your barber will be right with you.
One barber?
Hey, I'll get some burgers after this.
So in.
Just the sides and the top, please.
Oh, same. Keep it tight.
Dude, yours looks great. That's what I'm talking about. Fresh. Now I'm kind of feeling chicken.
Can't wait to show my mom.
A Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bucks, Lions at 7 and Texans, Seahawks at 10.
As Tennessee comes on the field after the punt, it is Joey Aguilar. He stood for quite a while on the sideline talking to their training staff. Jake Merklinger, the backup quarterback, was doing some throwing on the field. But it is Aguilar to continue, at least for the moment, in a 7-7 game with 8:03 to go in the first half.
Sometimes with that neck, especially if it gets tight, it can have a bit of a disruption with your accuracy, so worth watching here.
He's 10 out of 13 so far for 118 and the touchdown. Off the play fake, takes the check down. It's a little too high for Peyton Lewis. Aguilar showed off tremendous accuracy in that game against Georgia. Started 14 for 14. And he wasn't checked down sharply, as Rex Ryan would say.
It was certainly not dink and dunk that day. I think they were going for deep balls every play, it felt like.
Sends it out very wide to Brazel, who got knocked down short of the line to gain. There's a flag down. 8 yards if it stands. Jeff Heiser talking to the side judge, Glenn Fusick. And he just indicated offensive pass interference.
Pass interference. Offense. That would be half the distance to go. Replay the down.
Josh Heupel doesn't like it. Saw he and Kalen DeBoer both hail from South Dakota.
And they're looking here at Staley.
Chat. Let's talk about Indiana. They are a mad, crazy team right there.
And the wide receiver is a little bit further down.
They got something. I think it's something else.
The line of scrimmage, you can do something like that, but because he's a little bit beyond that initiation of contact before they catch it, you cannot initiate that contact before.
Matt Austin concurred that it was a good call. Brings the ball back to the 9-yard line. Second down and 19 midway through the second quarter. Aguilar steps in the end zone. Got rid of the ball. For the moment, it's a free ball. And the officials are marking it down at the 1.
He's forward motion all day long.
Alabama's in possession of it.
It looked like he didn't get it past the line of scrimmage. He didn't get out the tackle box, and there's no intended receiver in the area. It might be a safety.
Yeah, it's going to be intentional grounding in the end zone and a safety.
Because the foul happened in the intent, results in a safety.
Safety. Intentional grounding in the end zone.
And just a great rush. It's Yonze Pierre on the right side again, who's just bowling Perry, the right tackle, right into the legs of his quarterback. And Pierre so far has arguably been the best player on the team. That's now 2 sacks and a forced safety here as he walks that big right tackle Perry into the lap of Aguilar.
Unfortunate for Tennessee. Aguilar got tangled up with his right tackle Perry. The offensive line play had been excellent coming in. They lost 4 starters from a year ago. For the new offensive line, coaches were raving about what a good job they've done. As we said earlier, they've given up only 4 sacks all year. 8th fewest in the country, tied with Vandy for the fewest in the SEC starting today. And you mentioned Jan St-Pierre. Quay Rousseau injured. Jamarian Latham injured. And for the most part, Pierre was waiting behind them. We talked to the coaches 2 weeks ago. They said, you know what? Pierre's really good.
Yeah.
And this is his first multi-sack game of his career. Redshirt sophomore from Eufaula, Alabama.
First of many. I mean, this young man's got a lot of juice off the edge and has the length. I mean, he looks like a prototypical edge rusher that we've seen in crimson and white for a number of years.
So the free kick comes from the 20, Turbeville. And Lazier Brooks from the 15. And he reached the 31-yard line. Tackled by Trey Poteet.
So far for Alabama, the run game really hasn't been there. Jam Miller's averaging just 1 yard per carry. Kevin Riley, his 2 carries have gone for -2. The only guy with anything going on the ground is Ryan Williams, and that was on a big reverse. So at some point, Ryan Grubb is going to have to find some movement up front in the run game to take the pressure off the pass.
Very impressive opening drive. 2
Let's go, Bama. Come on, Joaquin Simmons.
They shift back into the pistol with Jam Miller behind.
That was crazy, though. They got a safety from Keisha Gunner in the end zone.
Simpson steps into the throw.
Wide open. That's a big game. Big game for Bama, baby. Big game for Bama.
Second catch of the day for their leading receiver for the year, Bernard.
And this is a really decisive throw here from Ty Simpson. Off play action, big dagger concept, and Bernard working underneath the linebacker T-Lander, and the ball is perfectly on target. We told you in the open that Ty Simpson's among the best quarterbacks in college football, working the middle of the field, particularly between the hashes, and the Simpson family, his dad Jason, loving what they just saw.
And Graham sure looks an awful lot like his older brother Ty.
Are we sure that that's not Ty and Graham's actually playing? Do we know that for sure?
Here comes a blitz. Simpson too high. Happy just to get rid of it.
Caleb
Herring putting the pressure on. Bernard couldn't rescue the throw.
Tim Banks does a really good job defensively for Tennessee. I mean, he really doesn't blitz a ton. I mean, you would think a guy that's that aggressive, the blitz numbers are not outrageous, but they always seemingly come at very good times. That was a well-timed blitz and a well-executed play.
Dude, Tennessee's getting back there.
They got dealt a very tough hand when they lost Jamad McCoy and Ricky Gibson, who would have been their starting corners. McCoy, a preseason All-American, got hurt in the preseason. Man
wide open.
Out of bounds.
Bama's just a hard team to stop. It looks like.
He might have taken it all the way, but the throw took him across the boundary at the 16.
Dude, chat, who y'all taking in this game? You a Bama fan or a Tennessee fan?
Underneath the fender and finding that open zone.
Me personally, I like Alabama fans.
Brian Williams went in motion. Designed run for Simpson, who was considered a dual threat quarterback coming out of high school in the class of 2022.
He definitely has
Tennessee. Boo Carter made the tackle. Matter of fact, he was the #2 ranked dual threat quarterback in that class, behind only Cade Klubnik, who went to Clemson. He grew up in Tennessee, surrounded by volunteer fans, was heavily recruited by the Vols, said they were really the runner-up when he had to make his decision where to go, and he chose Alabama. Simpson. Good hands catch by Ryan Williams. First and goal, Bama at the 2. 14 more on the throw by Simpson.
Another really nicely timed throw by Ty Simpson, and throwing Ryan Williams away from the outside defender, finding some more grass.
3 catches, 64 for Williams after he was shut out last week at Mizzou. Jam Miller.
He didn't get it. Close.
Inside the 1-yard line. Simpson's velocity looks fast even in slow motion replays.
He can really rip the ball, man, and that's something I don't think a lot of people knew about. I mean, knew he had a lot of talent, but the velocity on the ball is something that's kind of blown everybody away, and I think a lot of it has to do with the confidence that he's playing with. When he releases the ball, he knows where it's going, so he can put a lot of juice on it every time he throws.
That was his mom, Julie, looking on anxiously. 2nd and goal. Simpson under center. Cuevas the move man. The pitch.
That's it. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Thank you, Smoke Wagon, for the full send. Alabama just into the end zone. You see, West Virginia got smoked today, boy. It was bad. Like 40-something to 13.
15-7. 69 yards after the free kick.
Back up on the
safety, Connor Talty adds
the it's TCU.
And it's a 9-point tied lead on the 2nd touchdown of the year for Jam Miller. He missed the first 3 games of the season due to a collarbone injury.
This is just a great design by Ryan Grubb. Look at this motion, how it has a little bit of an impact on those Tennessee defenders. Watch them slide just ever so slightly to their left, which allows Caden Proctor, the tackle, to get outside, jump leverage. There's nothing but green grass for Jam Miller for another score.
Simpson family. They're one big happy family. They're just not sitting together because Graham's with the recruits. And Mom is sitting in her seats.
Yeah, if you're sitting with the recruits, you get
So, Chad, they just showed that 3 guys. Supposedly, that's the quarterback for Alabama. His younger brother, and he's supposed to be just as good as he is. He's already committed to Alabama.
Looking for their 6th win in a row.
So, Alabama's going to have 2 top-tier quarterbacks.
Here's the Talty kickoff. It'll be
Should
a
be pretty interesting.
Well, Sean, after that safety, quarterback Joey Aguilar went straight to the injury tent. Athletic training staff.
They got to answer that.
Off in there.
They have to.
Remember, he was dealing with an apparent neck injury. He was still testing the mobility of his neck on the sideline.
And Vanderbilt beat LSU.
Right away after exiting the tent. Looks like he's trying to play through that discomfort, Sean.
All right, Molly, thank you.
And he's tough as nails, man. I got so much
Joey
respect for this young man. He's
10 for 14, 118 yards on a
He's
touchdown.
just so blessed and proud to be here after the journey he's had. But if you look at the last drive, one throw was very accurate, one throw was just off the mark. And like a high-powered sports car, you need everything in line to be as accurate as possible. So watch his accuracy here.
They come out with a run.
Oh, shit.
Works very well. Star Thomas out to the 44 with a 19-yard pickup. On his first carry of the night.
This run game for Tennessee is so difficult to defend with the pullers.
Now Aguilar play fake. He pulls it down and runs ahead. And now a flag down on the tackle.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 23, 15-yard penalty, first down.
James Smith.
Remember, as soon as the quarterback goes into a feet-first slide, he becomes protected. So you have to do your very best to stay off him as best you can. That time, James Smith, little late upon arrival. I think it's the correct call.
I wasn't even intense, you could tell.
You'll notice if you watch Tennessee over the years, they don't go consistently at the blistering tempo of years gone by, and that's by design. There's a flag before the snap.
Heupel's going to be irate because the umpire signaled false start when it looked like a defender might have jumped in the neutral zone. I'm sure that's what he's trying to argue right now.
The Winston's so nice, I'd rock those.
Well, the offense is backing up.
Snap. False start. Offense. Number 64. Penalty. First down.
Looked like it was number 42, Yonze Pierre. Watch how he kind of steps towards the neutral zone. There he goes, anticipates it, and then that forces the left guard to kind of flinch. And I think you probably could have called the defense there. Fortunate for Bama, they didn't.
It wasn't offside. He had across the line of scrimmage.
Agrees with you. Big call, 1st and 15. Mike Matthews to the 40-yard line. Red Morgan there, backup safety for Alabama, sophomore from Phoenix City.
Red Morgan in there. He's the backup Husky that was occupied earlier in the game by Day-Day Jones, but they took advantage of that matchup. Now Red Morgan getting some run there to cover in the slot.
2nd and 11. Braylon Staley's catch gets him to the edge of field goal range. Damani Jackson there, who did not start tonight.
Field goal ain't gonna help him.
Lost the starting job to the freshman John Lee. The coach has said Jackson will play a lot, be part of their rotation. Here's 3rd down and 7.
So far early in this game, it's been Staley, the slot at the bottom, that's created the biggest problems for Bama's defense.
Ticking down to the 2-minute stoppage. They won't snap it before that.
Yeah, Tennessee coaches in Alabama coach. You've seen that, right?
2 minutes to go in the half. Pierre, a presence on defense. They have a safety on defense. Miller, a touchdown. And a 16-7 Alabama lead on the 3rd Saturday in October.
Papa John's.
Don't sweat the technique.
Thank you for calling Papa John's.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Well, you Heismans are a little far from the house.
Sheriff Boz, what seems to be the problem?
I bet you it's the horse driving the car thing.
Bingo, Barry. Can he even see?
Not a lick.
Out of the car.
Here we go.
Dispatch, I got a horse behind the wheel. What?
The 295 horsepower Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek.
It's fine.
Fansville, Special Teams Unit.
Let's look.
We got multiple punctures.
Evidence suggests a crime of passion.
It appears we have ourselves a flag planting.
Those tech fans make me sick.
We got a composite.
Is that a duck with ice cold Dr. Pepper?
That's no duck. That's a platypus. And a mascot always returns to the scene of an upset. Get that fan!
Stinks!
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
There are many quality ingredients that make Rayo's homemade marinara sauce so delicious. The most important of all, time.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd have to use life insurance with Ethos. It is so fast and easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
Thank you for the follow-up. Appreciate that.
Lowe's knows tackling projects now means you can football Sunday.
Floors. He needs to up his ground game.
Well, we can measure it.
Measure?
Lowe's can measure and install it for you.
You can't measure passion, right, Jim? Stop trying to work the crew. This is Jim, one of the greats, and handsome,
The Jimenez family are having battery issues. But a friendly AutoZoner tests their battery and helps them find the right Duralast battery to get back on the road.
To learn how to be in a T-Mobile iPhone commercial, Jeff Bridges moved in with Zoe Saldana. But mostly, they just played with the new iPhone 17 Pro. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Plus, save up to 20%. Check the math.
It's the third Saturday in October. That's the date on which these two teams have met every year since 1939. Alabama's won the last 10 played here. They lead this one 16-7 as a 2-minute timeout. 3rd and 10 Tennessee at the tied 36.
Keep an eye on Staley in the slot at the bottom. He's been the biggest problem for Bama's defense so far.
It's a middle screen.
They're in field goal range, so they think it's a field goal. That's what they want to do.
Miles Kitzelman has now
They need a
played in 2
touchdown.
games for each team
Field
in
goal.
this rivalry. The first
Hell,
2 at
bro.
Alabama and the last 2 years for Tennessee.
Damn,
Please reset the game clock.
It'll be 4th down and 2 and a timeout called. We'll see what Josh Heupel elects to do. I would assume, Greg, that he will go for it, although as we chronicled earlier,
South Florida's
he's only
ranked
gone
19.
for 4
That's
downs all
great.
season, including 1 tonight.
Yeah, but I think at this point you're acknowledging
Yeah,
that
right,
Alabama's offense is going to be tough to stop throughout the course of the game. They've played well against the run, but the back end remains a bit of a challenge, especially with those wide receivers and the reemergence of Ryan Williams. So I think knowing that 7s are going to win this game, not 3s, I totally endorse going forward here on 4th and 2.
And a compelling game, 2 5-1 teams. Alabama 3-0, not even to the halfway point of the conference schedule, and yet only one other undefeated team in the conference, and that's Texas A&M after Ole Miss went down in that classic at Georgia today. They are going for it on 4th down and 2. From the 31-yard field goal range,
It's 4th and 2.
Star Thomas is the running back. On the right hip of
See what
Aguilar.
happens, champ.
Pressure right up the middle. Aguilar
Nope.
got it off.
Oh, you got it. You got it off.
First down.
Good shit, Aguilar.
They came
I don't want
after
y'all to
Aguilar.
win, but
Plenty of
that's
poise to
good. Gotta
complete the
respect it.
pass.
And a great job by Aguilar, knowing the all-out pressure is coming from Alabama's defense. He knows he can't block them all, so he's got to beat the unblocked defender, Deontay Lawson, with the throw. He does so accurately, and it's a big 4th down conversion.
Please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 49 seconds. Please set the play clock at 40. We'll start on my signal.
Kane Womack, the defensive coordinator, has to be pleased with what they've done so far. They've held the leading scoring team in the country to just 7 points. With 1:40 to go on the clock, now running again. Left in the half.
No need for Tennessee to be in a huge hurry, especially considering how good Alabama's been stealing points before the half.
Aguilar, and it's broken up. Well played by Red Morgan, who had the coverage on Braylon Staley.
J.J. Jones struggled early in this game, locking down Braylon Staley. They sub in Red Morgan. He makes a good break on the slant to break up the pass.
Second and 10. And taking their time, making sure they get in the right play in these crucial situations.
Could be a 40-yard field goal.
A couple, and that's all. Driven back
they gotta
by
get
Kai
closer.
Hill-Green.
I don't know how good their picture is.
Playing for his 4th school in the last 4 years.
Last time there was a 3rd and long situation, Alabama decided to bring all-out pressure, and you saw Aguilar beat it with the throw. Will they bring the heat again, or will they show blitz and then drop out?
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Why do you just hard to tune in?
They rush 4, including the linebacker Jefferson. Now Aguilar with some running room.
Aguilar busting that game.
And he got
I'm gonna be honest right now. So right now, if Tennessee wins, it's the Carnival Day.
And looks to be less than a yard from our vantage point as we look at it from the Progressive Pylon cam.
And really good pursuit there by Justin Jefferson, but it does look very close, probably just the nose of the football shy as he travels out of bounds.
4th and 1.
Running on the field as the runner was stopped short of the line to gain. That play is under further review.
Nah, I don't think he got him. I think he stepped out.
That Aguilar at the end of that, knowing how close it was, didn't extend the ball forward.
You know, I think he stepped out.
Matt Austin.
Yeah, it was close. It was like
Sean, this is extremely close. I thought in real time that he crossed the line.
Here.
It's where the ball is when he strides across the line of scrimmage. So when the ball crosses the line,
yeah, see, now he didn't put a foot down up there, so you know he's out. Yeah, I don't think he got it.
They might have tried to move it forward, but pushed off balance a bit by Jefferson, which made it impossible for him to put the ball forward. He was just trying to maintain his balance at that point.
You can see his last position was on the line. Lombano.
He is fun to watch. 24-year-old Joey Aguilar. Perhaps you saw the feature on game day. No offers out of high school in the San Francisco Bay Area. Went to City College of San Francisco. He redshirted for a year. 90-minute train ride on the Bay Area Rapid Transit, back and forth every day. Then they didn't have a season in 2020 because of COVID. He thought that might be it for football. He was thinking about becoming a firefighter. Friends and family convinced him to take one more shot at football, so he went to Diablo Valley Community College, a little closer to home. Fared well, wound up at App State, 2 years the starter there. Was going to go to UCLA out of the portal. Was at UCLA, in fact. Here comes the verdict from Jeff Heiser.
After further review, the runner is short of the line again.
No, I told you.
So he goes to UCLA, thinks he's going to be the starting quarterback.
No, that's been 4th and 1.
Tennessee has a very nasty divorce with Nico Iamaleava, who apparently wanted more money in NIL. Tennessee were not doing that. Maleava goes to UCLA. Now Aguilar doesn't have a starting job. Tennessee needs a quarterback.
They got 41 seconds, so as long as they get this, just if they can't get in, they could take a field goal.
Everyone could not sing his praises more. They really did their homework, and they got a good one in Aguilar.
There's another 4th down, 2 for 2 tonight. This is inches. And they hand it off.
Yeah, he got it, no problem.
For a first down, Deshaun Bishop.
He got it and then some.
Now Tennessee needs to start picking up the pace just a little bit.
That's Jose Aguilar, Joey's dad, here tonight from Antioch, California. And Josh Heupel is using his first timeout. He might have wanted a few more seconds back on the clock. Stay tuned for the Capital One halftime report. Kevin and Booger standing by. It's been a very eventful day, particularly here in the SEC.
Such a fun couple of games, man. Just no need to change the channel today. ABC from noon all the way through the night with the Vanderbilt win. What a tremendous job Clark Lee has done. And of course, how about the gutsy performance by Georgia and their offense?
They find a way to win. Won a shootout with Ole Miss today in Athens. So here it's a 9-point lead for Alabama, but Tennessee's on the move. They did put a little bit of time back on the clock. 11th play of the drive for Josh Heupel's team. Joey Halsley, the offensive
Georgia took the stand 4th quarter, 17-0 run on Mississippi State. That's great. All right, so this is going to be here.
Aguilar to the end zone. Incomplete, trying to get it to Brazel. Fabian Brown had the coverage.
This is the part of the field for Tennessee where it does get a little bit difficult. They're a little limited with their playbook because of how much of it works vertical, and quite a bit of contact there on the outside in the attempted jump ball to Brazel.
That is a lot of contact, but not flagged.
They do have some success with is they fake that inside, and they get Staley there. Outstanding slot receiver breaking to the inside, but Alabama's countering that with a safety over the top.
They try to surprise them with a run. Sean Bishop down to the 5-yard line. Where the clock's running, they do have 2 timeouts. Josh Heupel electing not to use one here. 8-yard gain, 3rd down and 2. They run it again. And now they need to use the timeout as Bishop gets the 1st down. Stopped by Bray Hubbard. 1 timeout left for the Vols and 11 seconds to go in the half. Time to take a look at tonight's playbook brought to us by Modelo. Alabama's first possession, 91-yard drive in 11 plays. Isaiah Horton, the touchdown pass from Simpson. Staley tied it, and then the safety.
That was a pretty throw.
Aguilar got his feet tangled up with an offensive line. 9-7. Jan Miller touchdown run of the extra point, 16-7. And now it's Tennessee on the move, poised to score and hoping for 7.
The game potentially
inside the 5-yard line.
They're on the 2-yard.
Every game leading up to this one, Tennessee is 98%+ run. Cannot emphasize that. That is a ridiculous tendency.
You gotta go back 5 yards.
So you have your whole playbook available. No need to throw it by any stretch. So you can run it, burn that timeout if you choose. So expected them probably to stay with what they've done up to this point by running the football.
13 seconds on the clock now.
All right, Bama, let's go.
They try Bishop again.
Nope.
He didn't get there. And now they're going to have to use their last timeout.
They stopped him.
With 9 seconds to go.
3rd and final timeout.
Looked like Bishop, as he was churning forward, just ran into a brick wall of Crimson jerseys. Thought he might have some surge, but the big bodies inside drop him at the 1-yard line. And now, for Joey Halsley,
This will be a full 60-second timeout. 60 seconds in length on the timeout.
the offensive coordinator, you almost are forced to pass. You can get 2 plays here, but you're gonna have to go to the air, and you got to remind your quarterback you cannot, under any circumstances, take a sack in the event in which there's pressure, because a sack ends this half with no points stolen.
Such a well-coached team on offense, highest scoring team in the country in the 5 years under Heupel. Halsley, the offensive coordinator, the last few. Changed it up in the offseason, visited with some NFL teams, put some more shifts and motions into their offense to try to free people up to get open. 15th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Heavy personnel looks like in the game for Tennessee. They got Gensel, number 35, at fullback.
They're running it.
3rd and final timeout. Alabama.
Called by Alabama.
30 seconds in length.
So each team out of timeouts in this matchup of 2 South Dakota natives. The only 2 head coaches in FBS on the 134 from South Dakota. Josh hails from Aberdeen, and Kalen DeBoer about 96 miles away down Highway 12 from Millbank, South Dakota. 2 of the very best coaches in the country.
It's a fascinating game of cat and mouse here between the 2 as well. Kalen taking that time out a moment ago because it was a run first personnel. They had a bunch of big bodies, very few defensive backs, and the anticipation here from Tennessee is to throw it knowing they have no timeouts remaining.
They line up again in what you would think is a run formation, but it's hard to believe they try that, because if they don't score, the half's over.
Watch that running back.
And it's a play action pass.
Oh, picked off, pick 6. Take it to the half, baby. Yes, sir. That's it. That's touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Run. Yeah. Yes, sir. Clip that. That was nasty, boys. In fact, a little dump off pass. He read it like a bolt.
Shocking turn of events on the final play of the half. Xavier Brown, the sophomore from Santa Ana, California, a 98-yard interception return. And Talty falls down the extra play. There is a little bit of a bobble on the hole. Kane Womack's defense with an enormous play.
Man, dude, that was crazy. I knew that was going to happen, dude.
And what a moment.
I knew it
Under
happened.
two wide banana. Piece of cake. You know exactly what's coming. But what's most impressive is Xavier Brown's discipline. Right here, eyes are in the backfield the entire way. He sees the ball coming out of Aguilar's hand, is thrown behind. You cannot miss that throw inside under any circumstances. Airmail it high and away because the defenders are running right underneath it. Brown grabs it, takes it to the crib, and a massive, massive moment for the Crimson Tide.
A little hesitation move there just at the end to make sure Deshaun Bishop didn't get him. Here's Molly with Josh Heupel.
Coach, we were just watching a replay of that play right there to end the half, the pick six by your quarterback, Joey Aguilar. What are your thoughts on how it all ended?
Yeah, obviously disappointed in that play. We got 30 more minutes of football. At the end of the day, they've made a few more plays than we've have. We've hurt ourselves with some penalties. Let's go play another 30 minutes.
What will you say to Joey in the locker room?
Let's go play. Yeah, he'll be ready to roll. He'll bounce back.
All right, thank you. Sean.
Fourth career interception for Brown. 3 of them last year when he was a starter as a freshman. Halsley and the staff upstairs cannot believe it. Well, Coach Heupel has a sales pitch to give his team at the half. 23-7 Alabama. Back to the studio for the Capital One halftime report.
Sean, thank you. Capital One halftime report. Booger McFarland, Kevin Nagani here. We're picking up our jaws after what we just saw.
Dude, that was crazy.
I cannot believe Xavier Brown going to the house 96 yards on that pick six. It's really the play before that you thought was the difference in a telegraph this play, this INT.
Well, Kev, here's the thing. The play before they ran the football and used their last timeout. So now as a defender, I know when you have no timeouts left and you want to put points on the board, you have to throw the football. I know we're throwing the football. I don't care what formation you come out in, I know we're throwing the football. Here's what we got to look at. It's second and goal. Tennessee has no timeouts, so I know you have to throw the football. This is a play designed to fake the run and set up the pass. There's no run going on here. If we roll the play right now, this corner number 2 knows there's no run. He's watching the quarterback the entire time. He sees it coming. It's an easy pick based on no timeouts, second and goal. You can't run the football. And if you're Joey Aguilar, you can't telegraph the pass. But I blame Josh Heupel for this. You got to know in that situation, you want to get points. You got to tell your quarterback, hey, if he's not wide open, throw it in the stands so we can kick the field goal.
Yeah.
But I know as a defense right there, it's got to be a pass. And so to me, that was telegraphed.
You said, too, right before that play, Tennessee was lucky. If they were going to get points on that drive, they were lucky to be in this game considering how Bama's defense had looked previously before that drive.
And Bama's defense has been doing a really good job of stopping the run. If this comes down to a passing game, favors Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
Joey Aguilar and Tennessee, they need the running game. And they haven't gotten into that last drive.
Cannot believe that play. Cannot believe right now. Bama right now with the lead 23-7, and they get the ball to start the second half. All right, we had Texas A&M, number 4 in the country, taking on Arkansas. This one, a good one on the road, Boog. Ruben Owens. The touchdown right there. Remember, they lost Le'Veon Moss for a long time. A&M up by 11. But Taylon Green to Jaden Platt, and the Razorbacks not going anywhere.
Taylon Green sprained his ankle, had to get helped off the field, came back, and he was in this game all the way till the end.
Okay, it's a 38-35 game now. Texas A&M. Owens going in again, 12 yards.
So mentally tough. Mike Elko's team, physical, whether it's Moss or whether it's Owens.
Okay, 13 seconds left. Here comes Taylon Green to C.J. Brown. It's a 3-point game. Got to onside kick it. A&M They would recover, and they survive on the road by 3.
Sometimes, Kev, it's not by how many, but as long as you win, how. That's the thing for Texas A&M.
Especially this week, right? Survive and advance. Meanwhile, USC Notre Dame, one of the best rivalries in sports.
Crazy,
it continues. Jeremiah Love on the ground.
Best 1-2 combination in America.
I knew it was going to happen.
Really good game right now.
I need the Aguilar.
Up by 1 over SC.
You're the lead. You got your
10 teams go down. The highlights ahead.
Bama's going to go on defense. They had 2 linebackers, and they had 4 seconds, I want to say.
Can I help you, sir?
Here's the bill from the dealership
The
where I got my
linebacker
car,
broke down,
and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal
the
on one
running
of
back
these fine
from
cars.
Tennessee came out. He had the
Not how it works.
shovel pass kind of ordeal.
Anyone can bring their AT&T or T-Mobile
screen
bill, and they'll give you a better deal.
Isn't Verizon
Dude, they read it like
expensive? No. Better deal, best 5G network.
They only do that with anything against them and what
Don't call it that.
Bring your AT&T
they
or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today for a better deal.
Aguilar wasn't going to run it because all the line were chasing after it. So it would have been a sad. He could run for his lines out there. And then the only person I was up on was number 10. He cut it off, read it like a bull, took it to the house, pick 6.
Signature sauce free with any order. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Now Alabama's up 22-7.
And now is our
time. It's been a one-sided game. Alabama's killing.
For unbeatable experiences.
They keep making mistakes.
Innovation for historic moments. It's time
Mistakes
to do
can
what
make
calls
Alabama.
do best.
If you want to beat Alabama, you have to literally play a perfect game. Play a perfect game.
We have what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
All right, 113. We're on the move.
The thing is,
Hey, come on!
Aguilar,
this wing is
good quarterback. No, no, good quarterback.
Have to escort you out.
But he made the intentional grounding in the end zone with a safety. He made that mistake. That was 2 points to Alabama. And then he just threw a pick 6 that could have been avoided. But first off, they should have kicked the field goal, dude.
Welcome back to the Capital One
I hate to
halftime
say it,
report.
but they should kick the field goal.
Well, Kevin, back at the half right now. Bama up 23-7 over
Aguilar,
Tennessee. As we see an update on some of the scores. Great top 10
do it
showdown on
behind
ABC
the-
between
behind the
the
running
Aggies
back.
earlier today. Number 9, Georgia hosting number 4, Ole Miss, and Boog. For Georgia, at one
Let's
point,
watch this game.
their defense could not stop Trinidad Chambliss, and he finds Deshaun Shriveling. Look at Lane Kiffin running down the field. Yeah, 75 yards.
Because he knew he had Georgia in an all-out blitz. He had one-on-one coverage, make a guy miss, touchdown. This was the type of game it was. 5 straight touchdown drives by the Rebels.
Never happened before under Kirby Smart. 5 straight drives, 5 straight touchdowns, but then here comes Georgia, especially in the fourth quarter. Gunnar Stockton, they settled down.
It's crazy that they were winning.
The mental fortitude of the Georgia Bulldogs and Gunnar Stockton.
And they ended up losing the game because Georgia won at 17-0.
Georgia outscores Ole Miss 17-0 in that fourth quarter to get the win. You talk about the mental toughness. How about Gunnar Stockton? He was perfect in that fourth quarter, especially in the second half. 12 of 12. What did you see from him in the adjustments?
Well, just poise and patience. We praised Trinidad Chambliss for his poise and his patience. It was actually Gunnar Stockton who was the more patient quarterback. And then his ability to use his legs just enough to move the chains. I thought the patience, the poise, the maturity, and the legs of Gunnar Stockton were the difference, especially in the second half. But think about this.
I appreciate
the
that,
mental
man, for real.
fortitude of this team to give up 5 straight touchdown drives, but keep playing and playing, and finally get a way to figure out to get some pressure on Trinidad Chambliss.
Take the mentality of their head coach.
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Kirby Smart never
can't believe
flinched,
that
and you
Georgia
see the
actually
numbers
beat
with
Ole
Stockton.
Miss.
He was fantastic.
Ole Miss was
and in the
6-0.
fourth quarter, Ole Miss's offense,
Georgia was 6-1.
non-existent.
I mean,
Just
Georgia was good, too, don't get me wrong,
total
but
yards on 11 plays.
Ole Miss
It's
is
the
crazy.
defense, they're shutting things down in the fourth. All right, the early
I
game
guess now
on
they're 6-1
ABC.
too.
Vanderbilt, they were
Yes, sir.
favored against LSU.
Let's see what happened here.
35 years since the Commodores
Can't
knocked
leave
off the
Vanderbilt beat
Tigers,
LSU.
and it's Diego Pavia, the storyline.
He's the alpha. It's amazing how when you get a guy like him on your team, the confidence that the entire stadium felt today.
All right, this one play was the highlight for LSU's offense, but every single time you watch them on every possession, it's just a struggle to move the football.
It's like getting out of bed the morning after a long week at work.
Yeah,
like
that was
everything
quick, boy. You got
hurts
some
you. It
wheels.
seems tiring. It seems frustrating. This is is a bad LSU offense.
It's going to hurt for the Tigers tomorrow because Pavia using his legs and making that defense run and run. This is on 4th down, and he converts.
If there's one play that epitomizes today's game, it was that play.
Oh, shit. Look at that war sheet.
He in the Heisman Trophy conversation, and if he continues, he may win it, Kev.
And then Pavia taking it in.
Oh, damn.
6-1 for the first time
Yeah,
in
he busted that
75
shit.
years. More after this.
Man's got some wheels, too.
This halftime report is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can watch the game together, even when you're away.
Here we go. No, we got it. We got it.
Yes, yes, yes! Go, go, go! Go, 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 go!
My wife is having a baby.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day service. That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest coffee.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Compliments of the chef.
Oh?
He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambe.
With Vic. Mate, look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy.
You're too humble, Mr. Gecko, which is why we also present to you, and I don't need special treatment, run-of-the-mill grilled cheese.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Get more savings in service. Get more with Geico.
There are no shortcuts on the road to success. It's forged by confidence, purpose, and determination. Everyone has potential. Few have the power to unlock it. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
It's our first Halloween together.
I'm not eating candy at a crime scene.
Right, why have fun? Detective Karadek might not believe in ghosts, but our victim thought his house was haunted.
Morgan, I think you're gonna want to see this.
Hit by a satellite.
We lost contact.
O2 supplies draining gas. Mission control, do you copy?
First, you'll need the ESPN app on your connected TV or favorite device. If you have it, open it up. If you don't, download it now. Next, click on the live event or ESPN show you want to watch. Then choose your TV provider and log in. You're all set. It's all of ESPN, all in one place. Go to support.espn.com to learn more.
Back here at the half, Boog and Kevin right now. Alabama in control against Tennessee. Texas Tech, Boog, undefeated and number 7 in the land, and they're shocked by Arizona State and Raleigh Brown.
How about Kenny Dillingham's team? The ability to take on the mighty Texas Tech and all their war chest of money. Big win for the Sun Devils.
Arizona State getting the W there. How about this? A look at today's Capital One rewarding performance. And Alex Mortensen, son of the late, great Chris Mortensen, our ESPN colleague. And this is Alex debuting as the interim head coach at UAB against an undefeated number 22 Memphis team. And they would hold on in the final 30 seconds for the win.
Who says coaching doesn't matter, Kev? A team that looks lifeless. Now Mortensen steps in as a new coach, and they played inspired. They made stop after stop after stop on the goal line.
Congrats, Alex. 21.5-point underdogs. You get the win. You shocked Memphis with the W. Mort is smiling from above. And right now, updating you over on ESPN. Arch Manning, 8 of 19, 101. Texas up by 10.
Not good again. The maturation of Arch takes a step back. 1 week after Red River, he played well. Today, he's struggling.
Ahead, Ohio State rolls, and a record-setting day for a D3 player on the ground. Something we've never seen before.
I don't know if I've heard of the school either.
You have.
This halftime report is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Ooh, the game.
2, please.
Make that 3. With the Capital One Saver card, you earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment.
Are you in this one?
Get your tentacles off my 3% cash back. Perfect delivery. What's in your wallet?
Do you enjoy women's and Olympic sports? The SCORE Act will support them. Here are the facts. The 4 major conferences spent more than $2.3 billion on sports other than football and basketball in 2024 and produced 381 U.S. Olympians who won 219 medals for Team USA at the Paris Olympics. The 4 conferences have also added more than 1,700 new scholarships for women since July 1st of this year. Ensure the continued support of women's and Olympic sports. Tell Congress to pass the SCORE Act at PassTheSCOREAct.com.
Y'all know what time it is.
It's gonna be a good year.
There's not gonna be any drama. There better be. What is happening?
You got a girl bike?
What are you talking about?
Whatever happened to community?
What rules do you follow?
You were a child model.
Who am I?
What's the worst that could happen? Either fall over and die.
Oh, damn.
All right, 113. We're on the move.
Hey, come on!
Come on.
This wing is just for family, and I'd hate to see security have to escort you out.
This could be a once-in-a-generation event.
113. Let's do it for Cap.
It's getting bigger.
Watch out!
At the half in Tuscaloosa, Boog and Kevin.
Today, cities across eastern Iowa joined nationwide No Kings protests meant to push back against the Trump administration. This is video from the protest in Waterloo earlier this afternoon. Cedar Rapids, Dubuque, Iowa City, and many more also hosted rallies. The protests come amid an ongoing government shutdown, legal fights over National Guard deployments, and immigration raids. We'll have more coverage on the rallies coming up in the TV9 News at 10. A dog shelter in Cedar Rapids is asking for your help to feed the animals it's caring for. Dogs Forever is a small shelter and can only house around 10 dogs at a time. This week it took in 3 dogs from Cedar Rapids Animal Care and Control, which is working on much-needed improvements to its shelter. But Dogs Forever is behind on food donations and also seeing more dogs in need of long-term medical care. Now let's get a check of your first alert forecast.
As we go through the night tonight, we're going to see some scattered shower and storm chances across eastern Iowa. Lows fall into the low to mid 40s, and then tomorrow, a very cool fall day. Highs in the upper 50s in our northern counties, low to mid 60s across the rest of the area, with gusty northwest winds at 20 to 30. We are going to be watching for some cooler air as we get into the upcoming week that could lead to our first frost. We'll have more details on that in your full forecast tonight after the game.
Bud Light here! Bud Light where? Bud Light here! I missed that because of you.
Hey, got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the all-new Big QP, fries, bottomless chips and salsa, and a bottomless drink, all for just $10.99. So if you're McDone with tiny, overpriced burgers, just come to Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Do you enjoy women's and Olympic sports? The SCORE Act will support them. Here are the facts. The 4 major conferences spent more than $2.3 billion on sports other than football and basketball in 2024 and produced 381 U.S. Olympians who won 219 medals for Team USA at the Paris Olympics. The 4 conferences have also added more than 1,700 new scholarships for women since July 1st of this year. Ensure the continued support of women's and Olympic sports. Tell Congress to pass the SCORE Act at PassTheScoreAct.com.
Whose moves will be the most popular?
And who's dancing for good? It's Wicked Night.
Spellbinding. Oh, I am melting.
Wicked Night on Dancing with the Stars, live ABC Tuesday. Shifting Gears is your new favorite comedy.
What?
And with a season of big guest stars along for the ride, you just can't look away.
You're actually flipping me off with your eyes.
Shifting Gears, Wednesday on ABC.
With
With 4imprint, you get more than promo products. You get the certainty of personal service, design expertise, and unmatched quality to make your moment shine. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Discover the views of Marion, your community of choices for personalized care and senior living. At Meadowview Memory Care, you can experience how one-of-a-kind, science-backed design allows for healing and comfort. Our unique experiential design, extensive 7-day-per-week activities, outings program, expertise in dementia, daily caregiving, and helpful family support offer inclusive education, support, and socializing opportunities that set us apart. The Views of Marion, a community of choices for compassionate and personalized senior care. Schedule a visit today.
KCRG TV9 is shining a spotlight on incredible students in Eastern Iowa, and we need your help. Nominate a student who's making a difference at kcrg.com/student of the month. Each nomination is a chance for that student to win $250. We'll celebrate one standout student each month during our news broadcast and Everyday Iowa.
Hi, I'm Adam McAfee.
Hi, I'm Bethany Gorsh. Hills Bank is proud to recognize incredible students making a difference in our communities.
Join Hills Bank in celebrating their talents and accomplishments.
Now through October 31st, Coach for Kids needs your donations to warm Eastern Iowa's kids. Last year, we raised $40,000 for 1,600 new coats, plus 2,000 coats donated by you. This year's goal is $50,000. Visit kcrg.com/care. Now, let's do this.
A dog shelter in Cedar Rapids says it's near capacity and struggling to get enough dog food to meet its needs. Hear about their work in the community and how you can help. That's coming up tonight after football.
You're watching the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive Game of the Week.
And you're watching the SEC on ABC. As we welcome you back to ABC Saturday Night Football, presented by Capital One. Third ranked versus ranked SEC matchup on ABC today. They've all been compelling. The defense playing a huge part in Alabama's 23-7 lead at halftime. A safety and then a pick six on the last play of the half by Zabian Brown, the sophomore. They took a look at it. The official stats folks deemed it was 99 yards, which is the second longest interception return for a touchdown in Alabama history. The great Minkah Fitzpatrick won 100 with a pick in 2016 against Arkansas. So Greg McElroy, Joey Aguilar in Tennessee, a lot to deal with psychologically as much as anything else during that halftime break.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an absolutely excruciating
All right, let's go,
moment
boys.
before
We're
that
back.
happened. Joey Aguilar's tough as nails. The neck injury, you have to wonder about his accuracy and a couple misses down the stretch. So, man, bouncing back from that will be very difficult, but it starts
First,
with
he
their
had the
defense
piece of ground for the safety.
Alabama will get
then the
the
pick
ball
six.
first.
They're going to mess with his head.
Turbeville kickoff,
That's Aguilar.
which is a touchback.
Time now for our All-State Good Hands play, and it's the pick six, and it makes no sense. They're in a goal line formation. You got two defensive linemen, a couple tackles, a couple tight ends. That's a run formation. The only time you throw it out of that is to catch them off guard, but there's 9 seconds left. You know the Tennessee is going to throw the football. So the fact that they were in a run-first formation, to me, I think puts Tennessee's offense way behind the clock, and Joey Housley done a great job throughout the first 6 games of this season, but a big mistake there with execution and, frankly, with just a really bad play call.
So Ty Simpson and Alabama on offense. Jan Miller got belted down after a gain of about 2.5. Sean McDonough and Greg McElroy. So what are your biggest thoughts as we begin the second half?
Well, I think for a couple things. One, Tennessee has to stay patient. They got to stay committed to the run game right now. The play action pass will come, but you have to stay committed to the run. And then for Alabama, they got to get their run game going, because there in the first half, there wasn't a lot of opportunities for Jan Miller to kind of create against this front.
Miller dropped for a loss. Here's Molly McGrath.
Well, Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer told me there was great energy in the locker room after that pick six to end the half. He said, we are a better team when our energy is high, and he told his team to hold on to that momentum, stressing the importance of scoring on this first offensive possession. But like Craig said, DeBoer stressed we can be better offensively. We want more domination in the run game. And the message among players in the locker room was, finish this. Don't let them come crawling back. Remember, quarterback Ty Simpson criticized his team for their inability to finish games.
up the middle is the best bet to run a three-man front. So.
And neither team is running well. Alabama
Really
has just 23
yards
rushing, but that's really been the case all season long.
So. 15 steps up.
Stays on his feet.
That's a good run by him.
Good run, but did make the 29-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 6 after a 7-yard gain. Jordan Ross made sure Simpson didn't get the first down.
Odd corner.
Great opening drive there for Tennessee's defense, and just trying to get some of that momentum back that they were starting to create at the end of the half.
Blake Dowd on the punt for Alabama. Not a very good one. Low and short. Boo Carter. Taken out of bounds at the 39-yard line by Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. 40-yard punt, 9-yard return. So a good start to the half after the disastrous ending to the first half. A 3-and-out forced by the Tennessee defense. Here comes Aguilar. 14 out of 21.
Joey, you got a rough game.
18 straight games with a touchdown pass now, but a very costly interception that was returned for the score by Alabama.
He's been in this spot before. He's got 48 career starts at the college level between JUCO and App State and Tennessee. So he's been in the storm before. He can bounce out.
Deshaun Bishop tripped up by Zabian Brown. We had that 99-yard pick six. Brown started every game last year as a freshman. Did have one touchdown last year on a fumble return for a score against Mercer. Aguilar, a little play action fake, and a man open over the middle. First down, Tennessee.
Good play, good play.
Braylon Staley to the 42-yard line, a pickup of 12.
So far, I like the first couple plays for Joey Halsley. Little run inside, get the run game going, get a nice easy completion over the middle for your quarterback.
Aguilar after the fake ran out of time, taken down by Gene Smith, the junior defensive lineman from Montgomery, Alabama. A loss of 2.
It's not often when you see Aguilar just hesitate. You ought to think if that interception at the end of the half might have played into that decision there. He had a guy in the flat, he could have thrown it, he double clutched, and it resulted in a lost yardage play.
Bishop,
nice have the ball right there.
Deshaun Bishop might go the distance. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That boy right there's got some wheels, guys. He's got something going. He could honestly do. He still need to get the ball to it. He can run this game run for him. I said it. You know what you said. Half people said it. Everybody said it. That's their best chance coming back next game. Texas A&M beat Arkansas 45-42.
They're going to go for 2, try to make it a one-score game. Right now it's 10. A 2-pointer would make it 8. Tight bunch to the right. Go for Dose, brought to us by Dos Equis. Aguilar.
Oh, another pick.
Deshaun Lee. Tackled from behind by Mike Matthews. He was thinking about going for Dose in the opposite direction. What a run by Deshaun Bishop.
Who's got wheels on his one?
His 6th touchdown of the season. It's a 10-point game with a long way to go on the 3rd Saturday in October.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
This is Judy and Pedro. They just bought their first home and are learning a lot. Thanks to Google, Pedro knows more than he wanted to about gravel. Oh. And Judy wouldn't call herself a plumber, but she dabbles.
Wait, how do these things work together?
Honey, I did it!
So far, if they've learned one thing about home ownership, is that there's a lot to learn. Good thing you can just ask Google.
Ryan Miller.
Nate Jones.
Gina Costa.
Grabs his phone. Checks his notifications.
Opens the Fidelity app.
With Fidelity, it's easier than ever to invest the way you want.
Ding, ding, ding.
Get a second opinion.
Nate likes what he sees.
Set your investment to automatic and buy U.S. stocks and ETFs for as little as $1.
With no fees or commissions. Because that's how Gina likes to invest.
Same page?
That was easier than I thought. Talk about easier investing.
One of these people uses the Colgate Total Active Prevention System. It's 15 times more effective at fighting the root cause of many oral health problems. As for the other guy,
Sarah, good luck.
Be dentist ready with Colgate Total.
This game has gotten out of control. All the money, the unpredictability. It's time we instate a commissioner.
Introducing the commissioner of coverage, the Aflac Duck.
Commish, when health insurance falls short, who pays you cash to help with your medical bills?
Aflac. The commissioner has spoken.
I love that duck.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover with Aflac.
An official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Y'all can ask about it at work. Bum, bum, bum,
Before you are Arby's new steak nuggets. Tender, hand-cut steak is no longer confined to a steakhouse because these meaty marvels make the world your steakhouse. Eat them in your mid-sized sedan. Eat them on your bed. Or eat them at the movies, you sneaky boy. Just make sure you eat them before they're gone.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Monday, from life in the NFL to saving lives, the football players who are tackling a career in nursing.
A lot of times I walk in, they're like, okay, why aren't you playing football?
The NFL to nursing pipeline.
Are the victories now as satisfying as in football?
On Good Morning America.
You're watching the SEC on ABC. From Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Or as Greg McElroy calls it, the house that Greg McElroy built.
I can assure you that is not the case for those that took that seriously.
I'm hoping that nobody did. Turbeville, another touchback. It's a 10-point game after the run by Bishop.
And running game's a game of numbers. So you have 3 blockers for 3 guys right side of the center. Plenty of room, and actually see Alabama slide just ever so slightly inside to allow Tennessee to capture the edge. And that's just really poorly done at the second level by the Tide. Bishop makes a couple guys miss. They take a couple poor angles, and he's out the gate. Just a tremendously well blocked at the point of attack, but it's all Bishop once he gets past that first line of defense.
He just about doubled their rushing total for the night. Prior to that touchdown, they had 43 yards rushing on 21 carries. He went 44 for the score. Ty Simpson out to Jeremy Bernard, who's knocked down from behind after an 8-yard gain. Here's Molly.
Well, Ty Simpson was frustrated on the sideline, immediately coming off the field, got in the faces of his offensive linemen, clapping and yelling loudly, saying, hey, get your head back in the game. Calm down. We cannot afford to let them back in this. And the coach's son sounding a lot like a coach down here, guys.
Well, he didn't like that even though they wanted Georgia, they were shut out in the second half. Ty was frustrated after the game last week at Missouri. They held the ball for over 38 minutes, but had just 27 points. He thought there was more there, so he wants to keep his foot on the accelerator with his dad and brother watching.
I think this is a big third down for Alabama. 3 and out on the first drive, possibility for 3 and out here on the second drive. And here, third down and 2 or so. They love to utilize these bunch formations. Could also motion the back into the backfield, but Ryan Williams has been the go-to guy in the passing game today.
There's 3 catches, 64 yards. The deep and talented receiver group. This is Jeremy Bernard. Spins away. First down, out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Chased out by Andre Turrentine.
That's a great job by Ty Simpson, recognizing the man coverage against Boo Carter with his best, most reliable wide receiver. Then Jeremy Bernard wins on the out route quickly. Accurate throw for the conversion.
Bernard very nearly didn't come back for his final season of college football. He thought long and hard about going to the NFL draft after he was Alabama's leading receiver last year. A conversation with Ty Simpson helped convince him to stay. Ty trying to set up a screen. It's batted down. Knocked down by Edwin Spillman, who did not play in the first half tonight because of a targeting ejection in the second half of their win against Arkansas last week.
That was really nearly intercepted too, because it looked like Spillman got both hands on it. The freshman almost reeled it in. That would have been a heck of a play.
Second and 10. Bernard, the motion man. Gave them three receivers to the right. Simpson looked in that direction. Nice diving catch made by Ryan Williams, just shy of the first down by about a yard.
And that was a heck of a catch too. One of the rare off-target throws by Ty Simpson. Did Williams go down and reel it in? Looks like he did. That was a tremendous catch.
For a 9-yard gain. Crowd doesn't like the center judge standing over the ball, but Tennessee had to be given a chance to substitute because Alabama did. Third down and 1. And the first down picked up by Jam Miller.
With this drive marching the way it is, this is kind of the area of the field where you might be thinking a little pressure with the momentum that Bama's starting to create offensively. But also, if I'm Ryan Grubb, this is the spot where I want to take that shot. Hard play action. See if you can throw it over the top to Ryan Williams.
Here.
Cuevas resets to the right as Simpson goes under center with Miller, the running back.
That didn't even happen, boys. That happened.
Williams in motion. And that pass is batted down.
I don't know if he was using Robinson.
Looked like there, Bama was anticipating that pressure that we just talked about. What beats pressure? Screen game, but a good play by Robinson, going up, getting vertical, and not allowing Simpson to negotiate a window.
Robinson, a big man, back up in that defensive line, 6'6", 300-pounder.
You got man coverage right now being shown by Tennessee. Press coverage as well, so if you want to take a shot against press coverage, it'd be a time to do it.
Daniel Hill is in at running back, their third-string running back. Simpson, a quick pop, incomplete. Well defended by Colton Hood, a transfer from Colorado. Who's been a godsend for Tim Banks, especially with the injuries to Gibson and McCoy. Coach Banks said Hood's done a nice job. Played at Colorado last year. Played at Auburn the year before that.
Here's a spot on the field where it's possible 4-down territory for Ryan Grubb. Nowhere near field goal range, but if you can get 6 or 7 here, you might get the green light to go for it.
Two for two on third down in this drive. Simpson surrounded. Ball pops up in the air. No whistles yet. That's a live ball, at least for the moment. And it looks like Joshua Josephs has it for Tennessee, and it's volunteer ball. Ruled a fumble. Most of the players seem to think it was an incomplete forward pass, but there was no whistle. And at least for the moment, to the dismay of Kalen DeBoer, it's Tennessee ball near midfield.
It looked like it was Jordan Ross coming around the left side with Caden Proctor trying to get a hand on it. As Ty Simpson's pulling it, looks like there the hand does look like it's moving forward. He does collision the left shoulder of Proctor. he had control as that hand began that move towards the line of scrimmage.
Well, Simpson was aware of it immediately. He started after the ball. Actually, then he stopped. Yeah, he did hit, it appeared, the shoulder of Caden Proctor, his own tackle. The officials still conferring. And a lot of the players not aware that that was a free ball. Simpson went diving for it, but didn't possess it. And Josephs got it back. If it stands, it's just the third turnover of the season committed by Alabama. And after the conversation, the officials are saying volunteer football.
It's unfortunate. You hate to see it.
Let's bring in Matt Austin. Matt, what do you think? Clearly a fumble?
I think it is a fumble. I don't think he has firm control when that hand starts forward. I don't know if it hit his own player, but it looked like as his hand comes forward, that ball was already popping up the top of his hand.
It did look like the nose of the football as he stretched it back to release the ball. He did hit his own player, Caden Proctor, and then it's whether or not the firm control was there as he followed through. And I'm kind of with you, Matt, the way it came out of his hand.
And just the third turnover committed by Alabama this season. Mike Matthews, the intended receiver. The pass from Joey Aguilar. Alabama started the night in third in the country in fewest turnovers. Only Temple and UConn had committed fewer, one each. The momentum has turned against Kalen DeBoer and the Crimson Tide. A touchdown for Tennessee here in the third quarter, and now a takeaway. Their 12th forced fumble of the season. They started the day tied with Houston for the most in the country. Here's Bishop again.
Stop that ball right there, dude. It's going to be a real problem for him.
That's been a problem for Alabama several times this year, getting gashed in the running game for long runs by the opposition. And that's 18 more for Bishop on the heels of his 44-yard touchdown. Nothing doing there on the throw out wide to Staley. But Dijon Lee right there for Alabama. Actually a loss of a yard.
Starting to look now on these last couple possessions for Tennessee. That offensive line that's been so good this year is starting to resemble themselves. They're one at the line of scrimmage there on that last nice run by Bishop, and did so again earlier on the touchdown.
The ball is free, and Aguilar had to pounce on it.
Thank you so much for the hypes. Appreciate it.
The snap was off. And the big orange offense caught off guard. Sam Pendleton, the center, snapped it when the rest of his mates weren't expecting it.
That was the only guy that was anticipating a snap, was the center. So big missed opportunity and a mistake there by Tennessee.
8-yard loss. Pendleton's had a nice year. Transferred from Notre Dame. Replaced the All-American Cooper Mays at center for Tennessee. Aguilar off the hands of Mike Matthews. A couple of yards short of the first down marker. So the missed time snap, huge. It stalls the drive.
And this is a well-thrown ball by Aguilar. It's a little to the inside, but this one on a third and long, the receiver Matthews absolutely has to bring in. And this has been a team in Tennessee that has dropped 21 passes coming into this game. That is 135th in college football. The only team that's been worse has been App State.
Aguilar's former team. Jackson Ross, who can punt with either foot. Punts that one down inside the 5. Took a beautiful bounce, and it'll be down at the 1 by William Wright. Perfectly done by Ross. Big drop by Matthews. A 10-point game. 5:51 to go.
It's going to go, to be honest with you. If Alabama wants to win, they're probably number 18.
And I'm always scouting for full-time fans. Check out this year's recruits. The team transfer.
Running hard and he's running fast.
But acts like he's married to the team.
We got to build a big problem for him.
The playmaker can get the ball through the uprights without setting foot on the field. The early season hopeful doesn't hope that this is her team's year. Knows so. These fans deserve a Modelo because football isn't really football.
Incredible win. What was the key to victory?
Well, the Sonic Smasher. No doubt about it.
Okay, but what makes the Sonic Smasher so great?
I think it'd be the hand smashed Angus beef, the melty cheese, and of course the Smasher sauce. We're talking the tote right here.
The tastiest of all time.
Give me the QB1 of burgers. The sooner, the better.
Thanks, Coach. I'm Laura Rutledge, reporting from Sonic, where football goes to burger.
When you think horses, you think boots. You think boots, you think cowboys and cowgirls, Friday nights and $2 beers. Because it's payday, and payday means hard work, which means you're back to thinking boots. And when you're thinking boots, you're thinking Ariat.
Reese's and Oreo. We're finally combining them. Are you happy now? Because your mouth is about to be. Yeah, your taste buds, they're gonna lose their freaking minds. Reese's Oreo. You asked for it.
Get up to 22 hours of battery life with Snapdragon.
Sometimes in life, you just want more. Cracker Barrel's all about more. More flavor, more heart, more craft, more joy. So when you just want more, Cracker Barrel has all the more. All the more. Cracker Barrel.
On a confrontational Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Coach, we need to talk.
What was it this time?
We gave up 24 points last Saturday.
Guys, we won.
Well, not by enough. Bring out the hot seat. You're gonna sit in it.
Cue the billboard.
I just hope your new coach is also sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Ooh. Uncue the billboard. You know we were just kidding about all that hot seat stuff, right?
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
ABC Saturday Night Football, presented by Capital One, is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. For decades, Dr. Pepper's one-of-a-kind flavor has fueled college football fandom. Today, fans bottled up the best rivalry moments at the Pepper Portal. It's a Pepper thing.
And it is one of the great rivalries in college football. Saban saying game day this morning, underrated rivalry nationally, but not for these two programs and their fan bases. Alabama with the lead.
Let's go, Bama. Come on, we can all lock in here.
Not much going on so far in the second half on offense for the Tide.
Let's go, Bama.
And now they start from the 1.
One thing you usually do here when you're backed up is you utilize a hard count. Try to get that defense to jump off sides. That way it'll give you a free 5 yards, and if you jump off sides, you lose half a yard. So the risk absolutely outweighs the reward outweighs the risk.
You're in the pistol. Miller's about 7 yards deep in the end zone. Wouldn't expect a handoff that deep from their 1-yard line. It's a quick pop to Brian Williams. Had a very good night.
Good, man. First 15, 14-yard game, baby.
For the only time in his career last week.
Moving in the right direction.
16 yards on his 5th catch of the night for 87 yards for the game.
He's also the team's leading rusher, and he's the only guy for Alabama that has double digits in rush yards, which that one carry on the reverse for 16 yards.
All right, no mistakes, no mistakes.
All year, and they haven't again tonight. 26 yards. Well, they're 5-1. They're number 6 in the country.
That's a good run. That's a good run.
They have a 10-point lead against the 11th ranked team in the country. Ryan Grubb is the offensive coordinator. 5-yard gain there for Jam Miller. Miller again. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down marker. Jalen McMurray there. And we're down to 4:39 in the clock running in the third quarter.
More than a couple.
Alabama here, they can go with some type of check with me. If you have 2 high safeties, you can run the ball, but with 1 high safety, you would be thinking pass. There's the check right there. He makes the audible and adjustment. Now let's see if they throw it.
Simpson sent
play action
wide to the right. They're looking to the sideline for guidance. They're running out of time, and Kalen DeBoer runs down to call a timeout.
First charge timeout.
Uh-oh. We started up with Texas, now it's TNT.
4:06 to go, third quarter. We're in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The Tide at home.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Good shit. I like to go to Alabama. It's pretty cool.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go Dogs!
Or NFL. I've never been to either one of them. I might have to go.
And it's not.
You need a quality experience.
Checking Allstate first was smart. Barking at my boss, dumb.
Yeah.
At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Hey, Bark Boy.
These guys are crazy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Rocky. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on.
This week, sparks are gonna fly as the Vikings take on the Chargers. Stream Thursday Night Football, Vikings, Chargers at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you really a licensed electrician?
Trust, especially when it comes to your finances.
Are you a certified financial planner?
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP.
Businesses work best when they put people first. Your dedicated Cintas service reps help make sure your team has the essential products they need, where and when they need them, to help keep them looking great, feeling confident, and ready to be their best. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
When your team wins, you feel like a winner. But when your team wins and you get your favorite burrito delivered to DoorDash, you feel like a winner. Maybe that's too much winning energy. DoorDash, your door to that winning energy.
You can't see the nation's fastest internet and wireless network, but you rely on it every day. You can't see the nearly 2.5 million connected businesses, but they fuel growth. And you can't see the interconnectivity of 28,000 public safety teams, but they protect us. So while others shout and make promises they can't keep, AT&T continues building a network that's dependable enough to guarantee.
Football doubleheader. Bucks, Lions at 7 and Texans, Seahawks at 10.
There's the Taco Bell Live Más student section. Only one student section can claim the title of Live Más student section of the year. Who'll take home the trophy? I'd say they can make a strong case here at Alabama.
Pretty good student section.
Yeah, very vocal. School of more than 42,000 students. Third down and 2. The Tide wide open over the middle. Josh Davis. First down to the 39-yard line. Arion Carter made the tackle. 16 yards on the completion to Cuevas.
And this is a great job by Ty Simpson recognizing this dropout. Looks like pressure, thinking pressure, but it's laid off the right. You can beat it with the throw to Cuevas right over the middle. That was well executed by the quarterback.
Jaden Roberts limps off. He's been injured part of the year. He moved into the starting lineup at right guard tonight.
Got fucked up.
Meanwhile, Aguilar's been in discomfort for a lot of the night since he injured his neck. He's been getting treatment. That's a backward pass, probably a double pass. Bernard wanted to throw it back to Simpson. Did well. He's still going. Looked like that play was dead. And Jeremy Bernard took it all the way to the 44-yard line for a 17-yard play. What a play by Jeremy Bernard. I mean, that play is dead to rights. Loss of 15. I mean, that thing is all the way back at the 25-yard line. Doesn't like it. Makes a good decision. And the guy that played a lot of quarterback in high school shows you the decision-making right there and the explosiveness with the ball in his hands. Very well defended by Tennessee. They anticipated the throw back to Simpson. They still turned it into a positive play.
Snap infraction. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. Force down.
We talked about it earlier. Jeremy Bernard was thinking about not coming back. And
thank you, man. I appreciate that for real.
He had a conversation with Ty Simpson in the offseason. Ty said, you should come back. You were at Washington. Remember when Rome Odunze came back and McMillan and Polk? And, you know, Odunze was a high first-round pick. Bernard said, yeah, but they had Michael Penix. Simpson sets up.
How's your season adventure going?
Hurdling tacklers, and he has a first down before he's shoved out by Edwin Spillman. And that was intended to be humorous by Bernard. He told us yesterday one of the biggest reasons he came back was he knew Ty Simpson was going to have a great year.
And it's amazing, too, to watch what Jeremy Bernard has become. And Washington utilizes kind of a gadget player, and he's developed so beautifully a wide receiver. His wide receiver staff, and Jamarcus Shepard's one of the best in the country, and man, he has really turned into a well-rounded weapon on the outside.
Couple minutes of half right here.
Probably had it in him when he was at Washington, just behind Odunze.
I see that hurt. That was insane, bro.
Run here in the second half. They're showing a good leaping ability. Idris Farouk finally made the stop. 5-yard gain for Hill, sophomore from Meridian, Mississippi.
And it's good to get him back, too. I mean, he is big at 244 pounds. And I'm telling you, he is a bowling ball. And to get him down in the open field, if you can get him engaged with the defensive back in one-on-one, that's bad news Bears if you're a defender.
Back to 30. Minute half.
Bernard.
Down pass. Oh, shit. Number 5 got the moving, bud.
Jeremy Bernard's been the man of this drive.
The number 5's a ball player.
17 yards on that play.
And a good decision here, too.
In Alabama, they got a squad, man.
Stopping the run. He flips it out to Bernard, who continues to be highly impressive after the catch.
Dude, I'll say this. Alabama this year is 110% better than they were last year.
There's no comparison.
How about this drive from Alabama now? 8 plays, 88 yards. Just when it felt like momentum was starting to drift in the other direction after the turnover and a couple of tough offensive drives, they've kind of flipped this thing on its head after starting this thing at the 1-yard line.
Jeremy Bernard, as you mentioned, quarterback in high school from Las Vegas, was committed for a couple of years to go to Washington. They had the coaching change there. Kalen DeBoer comes in. Bernard's going to Washington at mid-year, right after Christmas. And he decommitted. Junior Adams was a holdover on the previous coaching staff, the wide receiver coach. He decided at the last minute to go to Oregon. So Bernard's like, okay, I don't really know any of these coaches now. He goes to Michigan State. Wanted to go back to Washington. Kalen DeBoer opened the door for him. And he had a very nice season at Washington. Transferred here with Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb last year. And how about what Kalen DeBoer said about him? You know, that he's such a special young man. He said, I've never had a recruiting visit like I had with Jeremy Bernard.
To Washington.
Literally one of my
Michigan
favorite
State, back to Washington. Now he's at Alabama.
Yeah, we were disappointed to lose him. And And then we got the chance to play Michigan State and beat them badly, which I think might have opened his eyes to the possibility of coming back. And what a fit it's been with how he's been utilized these last couple of years with this staff.
Came back as well to get a degree. That was very important to his family and to Jeremy. He'll graduate in December in sport management. First and 10 from just outside the 10.
Down
to the goal line.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Rico Scott.
Brilliant.
His first catch of the night, just his 8th of the season in this deep receiver group. And it's 29-13 for Alabama in the final seconds of the third quarter.
What a drive. I mean, just absolutely unbelievable. Taking 5.5 minutes off the clock, going 99 yards, and just making a statement. Very, very impressive there from the Tide's offense.
Second touchdown throw of the night for Simpson. Now 18 for the year, and just 1 interception. The extra point good by Connor Talty.
We used to always say, be an actor, not a tractor, all right? I want you to watch this. You get some motion up front. You're going to get Ty Simpson booting out. Watch. Rico Scott. Look at that. Oh, I think, is that actor or tractor right there? Just kind of fake that block just for a half second. Not the best. That's not winning an Academy Award, all right? But he's wide open and gets the Tennessee defenders to look inside just enough for him to jump leverage. And a good finish on the run to find pay dirt.
Tough at the end of it, helped by some pretty shaky tackling for Tennessee.
Damn, you missed that tackle.
Looked like it was Redmond, the freshman, who just couldn't get him out of bounds from the progressive pylon cam.
Julie Simpson loves it.
Fundamentals are very important.
And so did Dad Jason, Brother Graham.
They're live, baby.
Ty.
They're high.
He's hard on himself, on his teammates. He's become quite a vocal leader, and it's genuine. You know, and the coaches for Tennessee said the same thing about Aguilar. You know, they're not afraid to get up in front of the team because their sincerity rings true. As I've said to you many times, is sincerity. And as soon as you learn how to fake that, you're all set. I know they are two sincerely impressive young men who have become great leaders of their respective teams, Aguilar and Simpson.
And the thing about Aguilar, more impressed me, Ty had 4 years to get to know his teammates. The fact that Aguilar got there in June and walked into a pretty turbulent situation and was able to endear himself to the roster says a lot about that young man's character.
Yep. Coach said he made a great effort. Took position groups to dinner regularly as soon as he got there. And not much after the catch. And it was a competition. They have a couple of other very good quarterbacks they're high on. The backup right now is Jake Marklinger. And there's really a battle between the two of them right down to the end of training camp before Aguilar was named the starter. Deshaun Bishop for very little on the final play of the third quarter.
This is the end of the third quarter.
Alabama trying to make history, beat a ranked opponent for the 4th game in a row. And they have a 17-point lead as we head to the 4th. Our presentation of college football on ABC will return after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
That's right. Move it like this now. You gotta move it.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Good? Yeah.
Really good.
clean that greasy mess with Dawn Platinum.
And not even scrubbing.
Well, fluff my feathers. It cuts through the slimy stuff better than their old dish soap, removing 99% of grease. That's why only Dawn is trusted to save wildlife.
Sorry about that. We'd like to try the Monster menu.
The Monster menu at BK is frightfully fun for families of all kinds.
You rule.
All right, 113. We're on the move.
Hey, come on!
Come on.
This wing is just for family, and I'd hate to see security have to escort you out.
This could be a once-in-a-generation event.
113. Let's do it for Cap.
It's getting bigger.
Watch out!
Someone with neuropathy typically experiences tingling, numbness, and or burning in their legs and feet. They could also have symptoms such as the pain of pins and needles, balance issues, issues with walking, and issues with driving. No matter what the cause of neuropathy, they all have three common causes: a lack of oxygen, a lack of blood flow, and a lack of nerve innervation. If you're looking for a more permanent solution to your neuropathy, we may be able to help. I'm Dr. Cream with Iowa Wellness Center, and I want to help you live a life free from neuropathy today. I'm offering a free nerve scan to the first 25 people, a value of $250. This includes a one-on-one consultation, a circulation test, and a nerve evaluation. Call us today before spots fill up. Your path to relief starts here.
We'll have an update on tonight's rain chances and much cooler weather tonight after the game.
Back here in Tuscaloosa here with head coach Kalen DeBoer. And coach, a tough start to the second half, but how did you like your team's response, especially on that last drive?
Yeah, the last half the quarter, like what the defense did, got the stop with some rough field position and then going 99 yards. So, again, we're a resilient team. We got to do a better job of not putting ourselves in that spot. Got a whole quarter to play.
All right, thanks, coach.
Thank you.
First play of the fourth quarter, 3rd down and 4, Tennessee down by 17 points, and Kitzelman can't catch the ball. That would have been a first down. Well, Kalen DeBoer said yesterday one of the things he likes about his team, unlike last year, this team has responded time and time again. They were helped on that drop by Kitzelman.
Yeah, that's now 2 massive drops by Tennessee weapons on critical 3rd downs.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 4 from their own 31. Down by 3 scores, have to have it. Pierre brought pressure from the inside on a twist. Aguilar on target, caught for a first down. Mike Matthews for 13 on 4th and 4.
Very nice job there by Joey Aguilar, buying time, allowing the scramble drill to uncover, and Matthews securing the catch.
4 for 4 on 4th down tonight, 7 for 7 for the season. Are the balls. 14 and a half to go. On target. Down on his knees with the catch is Brazel. His first catch since 3.5 minutes remained in the first quarter. He had 3 catches early, but he's been absent from their attack for a while. That one's good for 12.
Given the challenges that Tennessee's defense has had at times tonight, I'd expect Tennessee to maybe pick up the pace a little bit as this drive continues on.
Aguilar forced back. Kalen DeBoer screaming for a holding call, and it did look like there was a hold by Lance Hurd, the tackle who got away with it. The play winds up being a 1-yard rush for Aguilar. Yeah, I think he has a point there.
You watch the left tackle. It looked like the defender started to kind of lose a little bit. Might have been on the other side as well.
I think he could have had it on either end. Bishop, another big run. And the tackling has been poor on both sides for much of this game. Keon Sapp finally made the stop. He's hobbling at the end of the play. Broke his foot in the game at Tennessee last year. Missed the rest of the season.
It's something you got to keep an eye on. This is not good here. Bishop a little banged up last week. Now is down again, and man, he is a great weapon for this offense.
Back-to-back 100-yard games for Deshaun Bishop. That 22-yard run gets him to 111 on just 11 carries. He had a career-high 146 last week against Arkansas, despite the fact he didn't play in the fourth quarter. He got rolled up on late in the third quarter, didn't play the rest of the game. Crowd booing even louder now as Bishop bounces up and runs right off the field. They think that was not a real injury.
Man, he just runs through contact. Low center of gravity, great balance, and you see Sabb, who just got too close to the line of scrimmage, and that's been a bit of a problem for this Alabama secondary this year. They get too close to the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden they lose their angles, and when they back up and see it a little bit better, they've been much more secure at tackling in the run game.
First and 10. 4 sacks tonight for Bama, matching the total that Tennessee had yielded the entire year through the first 6 games. Star Thomas in for Bishop. 6-yard gain. He gets stopped by Bray Hubbard, the hard-hitting safety.
And this is the spot on the field, especially in second and medium, where Tennessee has a heavy lean from a tendency standpoint towards the pass.
Aguilar not on the same page with his intended receiver, Staley.
Third down. It's normally for Tennessee looking in the direction of Kitzelman. He's not in the ball game right now. It's actually Jack Van Dorselaar, number 3, who's lined up at the top. Slots are where you want to work in this offense. Get a matchup in the slot that you like. I like this one with the safety on the bottom against Staley.
They bring pressure, and the throw got off by Aguilar, and it's caught along the near sideline by Staley with Bray Hubbard there. 3-yard gain and not a first down.
It looked like got tipped there too, and tremendous hands of concentration by Staley. Set up another 4th down for Tennessee. With heavy personnel coming in the game, 2 tight ends anticipating a run here on 4th and short.
Already converted a 4th and 4 from their own territory.
All right, Chad, I'm back, boys. I am back again.
So take a look at it. Did he get the first down?
Yeah. So you did.
We put it through the worst, so you get its best. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
You're home for the holidays, back in your old room. Oh. At least you can get a deal on new shorts for Dad. Something with a little more coverage.
I'm stumped. Friendly Insurance Lizard, first letter G. Geppetto?
Come on, you just switched to Geico for car insurance? They knew exactly what you needed?
The friendly people at Geico weren't lizards.
Think European accent, yay big.
Napoleon?
No.
Not even a lizard.
Maybe I can help. No way, it's the Geico Gecko. This guy knows crosswords.
64 across is quibble.
Thank you.
Get more support.
Is that how you spell fricasha?
Get more with Geico.
Look at this new kitchen.
Everything is so stylish.
The new reno's nice, right?
Now, do you actually use these?
Those?
And these. I am so proud.
They're just drawers, honey. That is nice.
I think you have my dream kitchen.
You mean you got it all, except the dishwasher.
You know I hate doing dishes.
Yes,
We
me
do.
too.
Speaking of which, Dad, you want to set this on the table?
The kitchen of your dreams.
I think I'm ready to move in.
And your mom's. At a price you didn't dream possible. IKEA. Dream the possibilities.
Tender love and care.
Did we invent crispy chicken? Nah. We just put it where it belongs, inside burritos and tacos, obviously.
All right, so check.
That's what I'll be.
Extra saucy. 2 strips, huh? Look at that. Overachieving? Sure. Did you ask for it? No, but we did it anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell. A brand new classic. You're welcome.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, we actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Whose moves will be the most popular?
And who's dancing for good? It's Wicked Night.
Bell binding. I am melting.
Wicked Night on Dancing with the Stars, live ABC Tuesday.
While we were away, the replay booth took a look at this and deemed that it is a first down. He is the catch, knee down.
He got on it.
He's beyond the marker. And then knocked
That
back.
was Russian.
So Tennessee on the move, down by 17. 11th play of the drive started from their own 25.
Bama showing some pressure there, getting Aguilar to check, and then they drop out. See if he checks back into it.
South Florida. That's crazy.
Bishop banged down inside the 5.
Well, number 18 out there on Tennessee.
By Justin Jefferson, the leading tackler of the year for Alabama's defense. Bishop again. The first down, struggling to try to get the touchdown. Ray Hubbard trying to rip it away. Jefferson another tackle. First and goal Vols.
Last time they tried to throw it inside the 1. I'm not anticipating that anymore, Sean. What do you think?
Well, Bishop's the hot hand. And he's down to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee.
He got touchdown.
23 yards rushing for Bishop and 2 touchdowns. I think it might not be running back by committee anymore for the Vols with his emergence these last couple of weeks.
I don't think it should be, that's for sure, man. He runs so hard, and for a guy that's not overly big, man, he is so difficult to bring down.
Listed 5'10", 208. Max Gilbert for the extra point. 13-play, 75-yard drive. They took 4:34 off the clock. A couple of fourth down conversions, and Gilbert the extra point. There is a flag down. You're watching the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive Game of the Week.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
If the Colonel knew we waited this long to bring our tangy, smoky KFC Original Honey Barbecue back, he'd be, a little upset.
I'll get the mop.
The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Back because you begged for it. KFC Original Honey Barbecue.
can I help you, sir?
Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal on one of these fine cars.
Not how it works.
Verizon it is. Verizon it is. Anyone can bring their AT&T or T-Mobile bill, and they'll give you a better deal.
Isn't Verizon expensive?
No. Better deal, best 5G network. I'll take this little red situation here.
Don't call it that.
Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today for a better deal.
On your way.
You're not as cool as Verizon.
Consumer Reports ranks car brands on more than 50 road tests, reliability surveys, owner satisfaction surveys, and safety ratings from IIHS. And for 2025, Consumer Reports' most reliable automotive brand is Subaru. It's no surprise they also named Subaru the best overall automotive brand.
Get 1.9% APR financing for 72 months on new Subaru Outback models. Going on now.
Never been a worse time.
Where's the beer guy?
Bud Light here? Bud Light here? Bud Light here? Bud Light where? Bud Light here? I missed that because of you.
Hey, got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice.
Never mind.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back because we know you love to get the most out of your pizza by getting the most on your pizza. Get any hand-tossed pan thin crust or New York-style pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Get extra without paying extra for $9.99 at Domino's.
ABC Saturday Night Football is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? And in part by Subaru. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Dr. Pepper brings us these numbers. A couple of 99s for Alabama tonight. Savion Brown, a 99-yard interception return for a touchdown on the last play of the first half. It gave them a 16-point lead at halftime for Kalen DeBoer. And then a 99-yard touchdown drive, first for Alabama since 2021 against Miami. Tennessee has just scored. Sean Bishop, a multiple touchdown night. And a 100-yard rushing game. It's his third career 2 TD game. First in an SEC contest. Had one earlier in the year against UAB. Who's bringing the heat is brought to you by Sonic.
Well, it starts with a big pick six by Alabama to cap off what was a wild first half swing, and Bishop answered. First drive for Tennessee, cuts it to a 10-point lead after a big run. Open things up, and Alabama answers again with a 99-yard touchdown drive that you just referenced. Tennessee answers again to make it a 10-point lead again. So massive moment here for Tennessee's defense. Have to find a way to get off the field. They've stopped the run. But will Kalen DeBoer in this offense, will they be slightly more aggressive, maybe lean towards the air and trust Ty Simpson?
Still a 2-score lead, but it's hard for them to run out the clock because they don't have an effective running game. Just 74 yards tonight. And nothing doing for Kevin Riley on first down. Nathan Robinson made the tackle.
So far, if you look at the run game for Alabama, you referenced the yardage, but really it's kind of been on broken plays. You had one reverse by Ryan Williams for 16. Terry Bernard's got 3 for 40, but one of those was a broken play that he just made a ridiculous move and made something out of nothing. So traditional run game's been non-existent for the Tide.
Well, we talked to Kalen DeBoer yesterday. He said, we've been a good team. We're not a great team. He's hoping that they're trending in the right direction. But clearly some things to improve upon. The run game is a big one. Simpson running out of time, throws it away. Pressured by Joshua Josephs, the outstanding defensive end / outside linebacker out of Kennesaw, Georgia. Who they thought had a really good year last year, was just overshadowed a bit by James Pierce, who wound up being a first-round NFL draft pick.
This is where these pass rushers have to feast, too. 3rd and long situation. Joseph's got an 82-inch wingspan. He's going to be working against the right tackle, Formby, who's had some challenges in pass pro.
Simpson given a clean pocket down the sideline, and a flag's thrown. They grabbed a hold of Ryan Williams, and it's too bad for Tennessee because I don't think that was going to be completed.
Pass interference, defense, number 8.
And Colton Hood
first down.
Yanked at the uniform of Williams and got flagged for it.
Yeah, and it was pretty good call. A lot of contact. You see the right hand up around the collar of Ryan Williams, but just like you said, Sean, kind of unnecessary. It looked like that ball was going to be way too far, but resistance led to it being the correct call.
Yeah, it was going to be way too far because he actually held him for quite a while, not just at the end. For a huge penalty. Ryan Williams has had a very good night. If we mentioned tonight, he's only 18 years old.
He was 17 last year.
He was 17 all last year. He'll be 18 this entire season.
Wow.
He'll be 19 next season.
No way.
It's kind of the progression. He stays on course. Here's Daniel Hill. He's given him a little bit of spark at the running back position. Colton Hood, another tackle, very near the first down.
Go, man. Come on, baby.
First down for Alabama. 10 yards on the run for Hill.
This is exactly when you want a back like Hill. I mean, a guy that's 245 pounds, has fatigue, starts to set in for the defense. Those big body backs, those guys are what we called closers. They come in and they close you out because they're so difficult to bring down. The fatigued bodies, you can drag them a little bit after the contact.
And if Oklahoma State beat Texas Tech. 26-22.
Simpson steps into the throw.
It's a bomb.
Going deep for Brooks.
Pass interference called all day, baby. On the one.
It's going to be called for pass interference.
Y'all done fucked up.
Pass interference. Defense, number 0. 15
touchdown.
From the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
There is nothing more difficult on a defender than a slightly underthrown deep ball. As you can see, Brooks trying to work back to it. The defender never turns around, and William Wright, it's an easy call for the official.
A couple of big penalties against Heupel's defensive backs. Alabama's moved to the 35-yard line.
Oh, pass interference right there. One contact.
Jeremy Bernard bounces off a hit. Got pinballed down at the 32. Pickup of 3.
I'm a fire there. Bernard is pretty good.
Spillman limping a little bit after he was involved in the collision. The end of the play. Alabama leading by 10. Trying to make it 4 straight wins against ranked opponents. It'd be just the 4th team in SEC history to do that. Win 4 consecutive games all against ranked opponents. Tough run by Hill. The crowd loves it. They've been trying to spur on more out of the running game. That's 13 yards for Hill.
That was probably the best this offensive line has moved this defensive line all game long. The right tackle, Wilkin Formby, just moving and displacing a defensive end. And looked like Rico Scott got in the mix as well. And this is what we talked about a moment ago. Those big backs just seemingly always fall forward in the 4th quarter.
Bernard. Again, the tackling's been a little shaky. He got banged out of bounds at the 10 by Sidney Walton. They're yards short of a first down. 2nd and 1. More than midway through the 4th quarter now. Alabama all time when leading by 17 or more after 3 quarters is 446. Daunting history facing
this came out of reach.
Hill.
Oh,
tackled around the leg by Jackson Moy. Transfer from Stanford from Oceanside, California.
see the defenders read body language as an offense. And now they'll get some fresh bodies in there, desperately needed too, because hands were on the hips of every single member of the front seven defensively for Tennessee.
That was a big play. This is a big play. 3rd down and 2. Tennessee would love to force a field goal try. It's possible Kalen DeBoer would go for a 4th down. Hill remains the running back. Simpson faked it to him. Tries to jam it to Cuevas.
That was stupid.
It's incomplete. And Kalen DeBoer irate with Simpson. Ordinarily such a good decision maker. He was very fortunate to get away with that.
Way too greedy. I mean, you look back inside, but you have Jeremy Bernard in the right flat. If you just keep your eyes where they're supposed to be, you got a 1st and 10. Instead, he looks back inside where all the trouble is, and it's nearly intercepted.
They're going to go for this 4th and 2. Field goal would make it a 13-point game. Still 2 scores. Their first 4th down try tonight. 4-man rush. Plenty of time for Simpson.
There you go.
Takes it down and running.
There you go.
It looks like he got
Damn, bro. Take it easy, man. He got it, though. I'm a 15 block, bro. You can't stop him.
Jeremiah Thielander.
First down after the play. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughing with defense. Number 22. Penalties have permission to the goal. First down.
What a play by Simpson. I mean, he's working right there against Eric Carter. Carter's one of the best linebackers in the SEC. He has him behind the line of scrimmage. If Carter makes that play, it's ball game for that play, and it's going the other way. Simpson makes a miss, and Thielander loses track of where he's at, and the pylon can shows you Simpson clearly out of bounds, way out of bounds. It gets hit late for some extra yardage.
3 big penalties on the Tennessee defense on this drive. Under 6 minutes to go.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Tide.
Touchdown Bama, baby. 3-score game. I'll be 4, honestly.
Simpson got away with a big mistake, atoned for it immediately.
2 touchdowns.
Just narrowly picking up the first down. Penalty tacked on, the extra pretty good by Talty. It's back to a 17-point lead for Bama.
And another big drive by the Crimson Tide offense.
I think Bama's got this in the bag,
fights
boys.
to the end and gets in as Jason Simpson, Ty Simpson's dad, loves it. You can smell just a crisp cigar smoke here in Bryant-Denny.
Big dinner box, 8 wings, 5 breadsticks, 2 pizzas. Big dinner box, 8 wings, 5 breadsticks, 2 pizzas. Everybody wins. Get what you want, get what they need with a big dinner box. Only from the Hut.
'Cause I'm in
Gemini, which of these would be a little less expected?
Check out the alliums. They'd go great with the hydrangeas below.
Will those last till Saturday?
Yeah, they should last until Saturday.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this King Henry, but getting that King Henry.
Huzzah! Salutations! I'm here to lead the team. No, I don't want it. No. Sorcery! Behold my majestic stride!
Sorry.
You okay?
No, I am not.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
One day, a tiny little hand reached out and wrapped around your finger. Now, they have you wrapped around theirs. Pulled towards a new adventure, reassured with a squeeze. Soon, those little hands won't be so little anymore. Until then, let's escape together, hand in hand, on a Disney cruise.
GSSI profile complete.
How much sweat are you willing to lose? Because when you do that, you can surpass the hype. You can inspire generation after generation. You can compete against anything. So how much are you willing to lose? That's how you know. Hey now, say now. How much you willing to win? Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, now serves up the all-new Big QP for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah, hey, fast food, this is how you value meals. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
With fast and free delivery, Home Depot sent to me. Bright lights are shining, throw pillows vibing, a snowman alighting, and no mess from a party.
Alabama Chinese Sunday has been done in
I don't see about 75 freaking ads.
China
It could be because it's on TV. Wow,
in
that
a
could be
row
wild.
against ranked opponents. They've knocked off Georgia, Vanderbilt, and Missouri, trying to take down Tennessee tonight. The all-time mark is 5. They're not going to have a chance to do that because they go to South Carolina next week, and the Gamecocks are not going to be ranked. You can smell cigar smoke in the air here now. That young man is not the only one who has lit up a stogie. One of the traditions in this rivalry back to 1961. We're told R&R Cigars sold 10,000 cigars this week. 10,000 cigars. Wow. This week here in Tuscany. Look at the cigar smoke.
So you're telling me dinner's on Reagan tonight?
Yes. Connor Talty. Fair catch made by Lewis. Here's Kevin Nagandi.
Sean, let's go to Lexington. We got overtime. Kentucky stopped on 4th and goal here at the 1. Texas gets the ball, the chance to respond, and Mason Shipley 45 yards out. 16-13 Longhorns, who had 179 total yards of offense. Notre Dame right now at the moment in South Bend, up by 10 over USC late in the 4th quarter. Back to you guys.
Texas beat Kentucky.
That's a huge win for Texas. With now just still one conference loss in what seems to be a wide-open Southeastern Conference race. Son Bream, the backup tight end for a 10-yard gain.
From Alabama will lose this game.
Texas A&M won tonight. They are the only undefeated team left overall among the Southeastern Conference teams. They're 7-0. Aguilar under duress, throws incomplete.
Bad pass
for Bream. And they're obviously still undefeated. Are the Aggies in Southeastern Conference play? If Alabama wins this one, and it seems they will be the only other team undefeated in league play. They'll go to 4-0. Halfway through, we have just 2 undefeated teams in conference play.
The margins are outrageous. I mean, you talk to all the coaches across the league, and they just tell you, man, hey, what's this game coming down to? Well, there isn't much of a talent advantage like there once was, so we better execute. And my goodness, it's showing up each and every Saturday.
Star Thomas, the running back, he went out in the flat. Joey Aguilar sets and fires a good throw for a first down to the Bama 45. A 20-yard completion to Braylon Staley.
I remain impressed with Joey Aguilar and his toughness tonight, man. That neck, you know that neck is hurting him. It has to be. And he's still battling all the way through.
Looks around, has a man on the far sideline, another first down. Chris Brazzell going very quickly, 19 yards. One of the things you wonder about, and obviously we've seen it tonight, they're playing at a much slower pace than they usually do. But no depth at wide receiver. You know, it's really hard to play at that blistering pace when you have the same 3 receivers playing every down. That one's a drop by Brady. They had a couple of key injuries to freshman receivers who they thought would be a factor. Travis Smith and Darius Jackson. So almost all of the snaps are Matthews, Staley, and Brazel at wide receiver.
And I think they are hopeful at some point here in the future that you're going to have more availability there. But as you can see, more than 80% of the reps, and it's a vertical offense too. It's not like these guys are running 3-yard routes. I mean, these guys are taking the top off. So I'd love to know how far they run in a given game.
Much less than in previous years. Here's an Alabama blitz, well blocked. Aguilar throws, incomplete, flag down for a pass interference call against Xavier Mincy. And all of a sudden, Brame has become a frequent target. True freshman out of Derby, Kansas. Deshaun Brame.
Pass interference. Defense. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. First down. The foul is on number 12.
It does look like he kind of wraps up the wide receiver as he's getting ready to come in, and Mincy,
no question,
arrive early, right hand around the belly, and the correct call made by the officials.
Four and a half minutes to go. A nice drive, and they're doing it quickly. Now they have a tremendous amount of work to do. They've moved the ball 60 yards in just a minute and 19 on this drive. Star Thomas, the running back. Transfer from Duke. That ball's batted, still caught. Might have been better than it wasn't. Brazel caught it, and then he got flattened by Damani Jackson for a 4-yard loss.
Kane Womack there bringing the house, and Tennessee's quick outlet was deflected immediately. Let's see if they decide to show that pressure look again or if they'll play off, and it's looking like they'll play off.
Aguilar to the end zone. Incomplete behind his intended target, Staley. With Ray Hubbard in coverage. Hubbard was going to go to Southern Miss to play baseball. And he delivered the hit after the ball was gone. Zab was there as well. They got a call from Nick Saban's staff. Why don't you come up? We'd like to take a look at you. We got offered a scholarship to play football at Alabama. That was the end of the baseball career. He's an outfielder. He said that skill set helps track a ball as a defensive back, just like you'd be tracking a fly ball in the outfield. Aguilar to the boundary. Brazel dropped by Jackson. Who's woofing a little bit, it seems, at Brazel. Here's a fourth down. Perfect for the season on fourth down. If they have any chance at all here tonight, this is another one they have to have with 11 to go.
And in theory, they could take the field goal here. It's a 17-point game. You still need 2 touchdowns. Still a 3-possession game, but often to keep their offense on the field.
Clock is running. They've got to get all the way down to about 8 on the play clock and then call the timeout.
30 seconds.
Let's take a look at the college football rankings this week, brought to us by Capital One. There are going to be some significant changes. Starting with Miami, the loser to Louisville, who at home last night, 4 interceptions from Carson Beck. Jeff Brom can coach, and his staff outstanding as well. Georgia, dramatic winner today at home against Ole Miss, first loss of the year for the Rebels.
I think Ole Miss is still pretty good, and while I think Georgia and Ole Miss, there were some vulnerabilities shown on defense, but both those teams offensively showed us an awful lot today.
I think the 10,000 cigars, that might be low based on what we're looking at and smelling around Bryant-Denny Stadium right now. Fourth down and 11. Last call for Tennessee. They'll wait as Kalen DeBoer calls the timeout.
First yard timeout.
How about what Ty Simpson told us about the cigars yesterday? He mentioned he grew up in Tennessee, in Martin, Tennessee. northwest corner of the state, which he told us is actually closer to Tuscaloosa, about 4.5-hour drive, than it is to Knoxville, 5.5 hours away. But he said when he was a kid and Tennessee would beat Alabama, like his 12-year-old friends would be smoking cigars running around the lovely hamlet of Martin, Tennessee.
You got to lean in. It just means more down here. Where are the parents? I don't know. I get it. I'm not surprised that people are excited about it.
Ty Simpson, we mentioned, recruited by Tennessee, but there was right when that coaching change to Josh Heupel was happening, so it was a little too late. Decided to come to Alabama. His mom so emotional after that win at Georgia. He waited 4 years to get a turn. It didn't start well against Florida State. She was so relieved when they had that big win against Georgia, in tears after the game as she hugged her son. And the cigar smoke wafting through the air. Here comes the 4th and 11, we think. Aguilar, that's going to be too high. Out of the back of the end zone over the head of Staley. And the Alabama defense, which has had a great night tonight. They've held Tennessee to 20. They came in averaging a nation-high 48. And they've had a safety on defense and a pick six, which really was the biggest play of the game in the last play of the first half. And it looked like Joey Aguilar and the Balls were going to make it a 2-point game. They wound up being down by 16.
It's hard to hang down Alabama.
I think all in all, the defense for Alabama.
Tennessee couldn't do it.
What Tennessee had done up to this point, they got to be pretty happy with the
Alabama's offense was just too much.
Didn't give up a lot of explosives in the passing
He had motion number 2. And they made a bunch of key errors.
Which I would imagine with
one here I noticed they didn't know intention running that a safety. Second one, a pick 6.
Pretty good day for the defense.
And then Aguilar for a couple picks. It's not been a good game for him.
Gives it to Hill. All right, you're a talk show guy in this state.
And you got the running back from Alabama running 5 yards of carry. Number 15 throwing darts at him. Scrambling like he's Lamar Jackson out there.
Perhaps. I think this is a pretty good tandem of running backs. And
it's a hard thing to beat, I guess.
Provides you a bit of a change of pace, but still
I'm glad. I want Alabama to beat Tennessee. Be nice to see Alabama in the top 5 again.
Jeremy Bernard might have a say, though, at 4 for 49.
And maybe higher than that, because Ole Miss lost. And then Miami also lost today.
Ty Simpson,
Miami was 2, Ole Miss was 5.
He was 7 years old in 2010. His dad,
Bama, you number 4.
In the season opener, Derek Dooley's debut as volunteer coach.
I say minimum 5. Minimum 5.
Ty was in tears on the field, in the locker room after the game. He said he did have one highlight. He met Peyton Manning. Here's a look back at young Ty with his dad. Promise of good things to come when they came on the field. Didn't go so well thereafter.
Yeah, he said that, ironically, when he got to Alabama, Derek Dooley was on the Alabama staff.
And he hated him because you were part of a terrible moment in my childhood. You beat my dad's team 50-0.
Iron things out a little bit.
But he got to meet Peyton Manning. Peyton was there as a fan on the sideline before the game. And young Ty asked Peyton Manning a great question. What's it like to play against your brother, Eli? And he said, it's really hard, but it's also really fun. Really? Yeah. I'm just making it up. 217, 17-point game. Ty Simpson also told us, speaking of great quarterbacks, he wears the number 15 because he grew up idolizing Tim Tebow.
Yeah. Tim Tebow, let's go, baby.
Of course, a great quarterback in his day, and nice to pay a little homage. I know Tebow's proud of him, and they even said, hey, keep rocking that 1-5.
They had a chance to visit earlier this year, did Simpson and Tebow. It was a great thrill for Ty. 3rd down and 7. Play action pass by Simpson. I think Kalen DeBoer would like him to go down without taking a hit. And that is going to take it to the last Tennessee timeout. With 2:06 to go. And the ball's out of timeouts. These two South Dakota natives have made use of their timeouts tonight. Both teams used all 3 of them in the first half, and Alabama has the only remaining timeout in this one. Where does Tennessee go from here? How good are they?
I think they're still pretty good. I think they're a very difficult matchup. They didn't have their best stuff tonight. They had a couple of critical mistakes. You have the interception return to the house is just a 14-point swing that's almost impossible to overcome. And the fact that I think Aguilar in the second half actually played pretty well, that speaks to his mental toughness and character. But I still think it's a good football team. And if you look at them, that game against Oklahoma will be a very difficult game. Oklahoma's terrific on defense. We know the road trip to Florida, that's always a difficult game in that environment as well. And Vandy's no picnic either, but man, it's hard to envision the Vols losing on Rocky Top for a second time this season.
Late down punt, Boo Carter back deep. And he makes a fair catch at the 35. Here's Kevin Nagandi.
Sean, after this game, plenty of action still on the ESPN family of networks right now. Florida State trailing at Stanford over on ESPN. Really good one on the SEC network. Number 16, Mizzou at Auburn. 2-minute timeout. They're tied at 17 apiece. Tigers have the ball. Back to you.
It's the first road game of the season for Missouri.
How about that?
Florida State stand.
Need to win. Aguilar on target for about a 9-yard completion to Brame. And that's the 2-minute stoppage with 1:57 to go. The cigars have been lit. Victory will be Alabama's for the 11th straight time here in Tuscaloosa. They haven't lost to the Vols here since 2003.
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
You guys okay back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands-free highway driving for a hands-on life. Ford Blue Cruise.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, "Thanks for saving time on a haircut at Great Clips." You checked in on the app, and boom, fresh fade accomplished. The only question now is where to go show it off. Take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips.
Oh, so you corporate types are rock stars?
Well, that's as ridiculous as rock stars being corporate types.
Workday's AI agents are making you all rock stars.
Sorry, habit. Proceed.
So that's a slide. Any questions?
And now with Workday, we can manage our people and AI agents. I'm sorry. Who are they? Oh, interns.
We're interns.
Good night!
I'll see you tomorrow.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious...
Guess who's back? Check me out.
The best tires in the world have Goodyear written all over them.
Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. And even when I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet. Representing for the gangsters all across. Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl. Still taking my time to progress with me. And I'm still down for the streets.
Popeye's $6 Big Box is back. 2 pieces of signature chicken or 3 tenders. 2 sides and a biscuit. 1 very happy customer. This week only, get a Popeye signature sauce free with any order. Love that chicken from Popeye.
I'm the Modelo
Alabama's
recruiter,
up 17.
and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruiter. The conductor can single-handedly hype up the crowd. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
You're watching the SEC on ABC. From Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, the cigar capital of the world at the moment. Alabama leading 37-20.
Cigar capital. They sold 10,000 cigars in Alabama.
With 2 catches all year entering tonight, he's become the target here late in the game. There's going to be 11 straight losses in Tuscaloosa for Tennessee, which is their longest road losing streak against any opponent in program history.
At home.
I don't think we need to get too nitpicky about the clock at this juncture. They've also, by the way, lost 10 in a row at Gainesville, so later in the year we showed the schedule, and they're at Florida. They'll try to avoid losing 11 in a row there. Last time Tennessee won here in 2003 was a wild 5 overtime game. Casey Clausen was the quarterback. Justin Jefferson shoves Peyton Lewis out of bounds. $15-yard gain, 1:43 to go. Boys to score again. That has the attention of many. Aguilar with a flag down, several flags down. Pass fluttered incomplete.
You're off to a pick.
Holding, defense, number 10. 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Justin Jefferson.
Couple now defensive penalties on Alabama. Looked like that time Justin Jefferson just kind of grabbed him on the sleeves and wasn't allowing the defender, or the wide receiver, excuse me, to break free.
Dropping the foul. Has been pleased with the defensive performance.
Alabama's on the 6-1.
His dad Dave's a long-time college football defensive coach. Still comes around quite a bit. Great resource for his son. Oh boy. Jackson flying down as he
that's a crazy jump ball.
Picked up Brazel.
Crazy to flag, bro.
This is one where you're going to look back at the end of the year.
Pass interference, defense, number 1. Call for the play is automatic, first down.
And people look at Alabama's defensive numbers and their defensive rankings. They've given up now 400-plus yards to Tennessee, but what percentage of those have been kind of in garbage time, frankly, these last couple drives? And
there's Dave Womack on the left. Long-time defensive coach, defensive coordinator at the end of his career at Ole Miss. Very proud of his son. Nice play. Kai Hill-Green. And Dave
I see how fast this thing at.
Said we were getting on the bus.
That's insane.
Last week in Missouri after the win, and I already had a text message from my dad with a lot of thoughts about Tennessee. You ever see anybody, by the way, with a smaller play sheet than Kane Womack? There's Tamati Jackson. Again with Chris Brazel. And another pass interference against Oman. Yeah, Kane Womack showed us that yesterday. I mean, it looked like a napkin.
It's a 3x5.
Yeah, look at that. It looks a little bigger now because it's laminated. And the printing on there is so small. He must have tremendous eyesight.
Must. I mean, the only guy that's even close is Mike Leach. Mike Leach used to do it. It looked like on a receipt. It was the smallest, and not a receipt from like CBS either. Like I'm talking like a receipt that you would get anywhere else.
Peyton Lewis. Touchdown. With 1:01 to go.
Touchdown.
Or is he? No, they were going to roll him down. Look from here like he was in. Keon Sabb made the tackle. There are many watching with interest if there will be more points in this game. Peyton Lewis with another flag down.
You just know Caleb.
Well, boys, I guess that's a wrap. We know Alabama won. So, yes, we know Alabama won. Tennessee didn't have what it took. It's all that mattered. But I'll see y'all later, boys. Have a good night, and best of luck to you. Alright, see you guys.